welcome to the stream. Okay, perfect. Um, Sorry, I'm just reading the chat. Welcome to my stream. Tonight we're going to do some work on some apples. Make sure everything works fine and they all taste delicious. Joining me, we have Frodo Jedi of Old World Tech Friday fame and Sloopy Malibu, who is the cure for apparently nothing. And who do we have in the chat joining us tonight? Do you want to go through, Frank?
We got quite a people on there. We had Jack68K, Eric from Eric's Edge, DJ Craze is here. Let's see who else. Frank S. Sloopy Malibu, who is also joining us via video. Eric Rangel.
Wrangle.
Let's see who else.
Sorry, Eric, if we're mispronouncing your last name.
We have David Starbuck.
No, they're not.
Joe. I saw one bit in there somewhere.
Yeah,
Retro Tech or Die. Starbuck Tech is also here. Let's see, and I think that's it.
No, we also have Retro Techie.
Oh, I didn't even see. Oh, there he is.
Yeah,
he was hiding between Joe and Eric there. I missed him. So yeah, we got quite a few people.
That sounds like a really kinky Friday night. He's hiding between Joe and Eric. Well, now
I completely missed it. I apologize for that.
And did you say hi to your doppelganger?
I did. I said hi. We had Frank.
Okay.
So now we're Frank squared, obviously.
And I'm holding these two up.
That's right. It's going to be a long night.
Thank you so much for doing this. Thank you so much for doing that. Something's tickling.
Eric is my brother's name, so it takes in my mind. So in my case, it takes on an even weird connotations.
Oh,
weirder.
Hey, yeah. So
that's hilarious.
Oh, hey, Thomas.
Thomas Armstrong.
Yeah.
Hey, keep it in the family.
I thought that was only the southern states that did that.
And royalty, apparently.
Ohio is a special state.
Wasn't there a song about Ohio's for lovers? I swear there is.
Virginia.
I know Virginia puts on their license plates Virginia's for lovers, but there's an actual song about Ohio is for lovers. Hang on. I got to look it up now.
Okay. So tonight, while Frank looks up songs about lovers, I'm going to be testing an Mac Mini M1 for a client tomorrow. Just make sure everything looks tickety-boo and that I figure out what the password is. I think I remember what he said it was. And then I have an iMac that followed me home last night from work that we're going to be reinstalling the OS on. And then I also have a 15-inch MacBook Pro that we might get to tonight.
It followed you home?
It followed me home.
Can I keep it, Mom?
Yeah.
Yay!
And my mom said yes. Actually, my cat went meow, so sure. We'll take that as a yes.
I planned on working on my Mac 2SI, but I got sidetracked.
And are doing nothing.
Not nothing.
Okay. What's the music for? Is it a game?
Maybe.
Okay. I don't know how to. Let me see. DJ Craze. No, I don't know how to bypass the password.
One bit.
But
yes.
The person did tell me what the password is, so I just have to type it in. Are you playing Blob?
Yep.
Sweet. Never played it.
So. Yeah. I was supposed to get a bunch of work done today, and I played Blob all day.
I didn't know there was music to it. So sweet.
Yes, one bit. You missed the interview that Ron and Eric did last night. Hey, Jason. That Ron and Eric did last night with the creator of Blah Blah, which is
Yeah,
a
check
game
out
made with HyperCard.
check out Ron's Computer Vids YouTube channel. It was a really great interview.
Yeah.
Learned quite a bit about the back end of programming and like programming a game and HyperCard. So, what are you eating, Jason?
Pizza.
Nope. Chili Mac.
Ah.
That sounds good.
Yep.
It's
nice
what?
Old, chili Mac. It's mac and cheese with chili in it.
Ugh.
What do you mean? Blah, 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 blah?
Exactly
good.
what he said.
It sounds disgusting.
All right.
You like chili?
Started. It's hot in my apartment, so I'm
You
kind of
said
being
it's
lazy.
chili with what in it?
It's mac and cheese and then
chili
some
in it.
chili in it, just mixed
Ugh.
together.
That's what I thought you said.
It's really good.
No, it isn't.
Really, really good.
I've never had it, and I'd be willing to bet that it doesn't taste good.
As long as the Mac server
It's an easy
doesn't,
form of mac and cheese.
as long as the Mac server doesn't yell back at you, Joe, you're doing good. It's when the mail server starts to yell back at you, you got problems.
It yelled back in silence.
It could have been, yeah.
I see a cat right above Trina's name.
Where?
I see a Trina right above
You don't see
There.
You don't see the
You
cat
don't see
right
the
there?
kitty above the T?
Right above
And
your
I see
T
a
and your name?
kitty next to a Trina.
Huh?
Opie's back there. Opie's back there.
No, Opie's here.
Yeah.
Right above your name.
Oh, you can see her.
On your video, yes, we can see
Oh,
her.
okay. I can't. I can't see her.
I barely saw her. I just saw the quick movement and then
Yeah.
eyes.
Because it's all dark, so I can't see her on my stream. And I'm like, oh, can you guys see her? Oh, okay.
Ryan, thanks for stopping by.
I thought I told a booty
Oh, hey,
He's going to be
Ryan.
watching
Welcome.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Well, back to Bohemian Rhapsody.
The Muppet version?
No, the Freddie Mercury version.
I don't think there was a Muppet version.
Yeah, they did. Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, did they really?
Oh yeah, it's a
Done
great.
everything.
Yeah, go look
probably.
on YouTube. It's an excellent video.
Mm.
Mama.
I did see that.
All right, I'm gonna change cameras. Maybe we'll see
Who
what
wants
happens.
to build 30 blue scuzzies for Joe?
I will.
Only 30?
I vote Frank.
Okay, hang on. We got to
yeah,
run
I
a
vote
commercial
Frank.
here, Trina. So, everybody should head over to Joe's website at jcm-1.com and pick up Blue Scuzzies now while there is a sale on the current V2 versions, $10 off. So, go on and order one now.
Yes, and I picked up.
Operators are standing by.
I picked up an external one for myself today. So because I had the internal one, so I was like, oh, I'll pick up the external one.
Also, people should head over to jcm-1.com as well for the Titan 3 cards.
Hold on, I'll make it. I'll make
got
it big
mine.
for a sec. Hang
I
on.
got mine in today's mail.
We'll do this properly.
Except I should have ordered the Joe Builds It For You kit instead of the Frank screws it up and then orders a second one that Joe builds kit. I'm just hoping I put everything on the correct side of the board. But yeah, there's a whole lot of parts. I didn't realize
Nice.
after watching Joe put several of them together on the stream the other day that there were quite so many parts. There's not as many on the soft card, so you can purchase a Apple III soft card from Joe's website as well. Or if you have an Apple III, you can get the RGB dooferhickey that converts the videos.
The doohickey. Is that like
yeah,
a thing on my boob?
Mhm.
Joe says they're super easy to build, though, so I'm hoping he's right. But he has way more practice because he's built like, what, 20-ish of
50,000?
them?
Well,
No, the Titan boards.
Retro Techie,
okay.
we're just doing a promo for Joe so that he can retire from yelling at mail servers.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
So
and I'm
just
gonna,
so that everybody knows,
oh,
he's
sorry, go
3
ahead.
days behind. No power, no internet on Wednesday. and then with the stupid email problems yesterday and today. So if you place your orders now, you'll probably get them by the end of the month. Joe's very fast though, so I don't anticipate any significant holdup.
And apparently the only way you can build a Titan wrong is if you're dyslexic, which I am, so I could possibly build it wrong.
So you put the chips on that way.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Just like
Well, he puts them upside down.
But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna order one of those Titan boards after my next pay, and then I'm gonna go to the dollar store and buy a giant tub and fill it with water, and see at what level does the Titan board fall apart.
Nice.
Joe, I'll buy you one. I'll buy one from you Tuesday when I have money.
I will glad you pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
The sale ends tomorrow.
Oh. Well, I guess I'm.
Oh, on the Apple, or I'm sorry, the sale on the Blue Scuzzies.
Blue Scuzzy, yeah. I asked Joe, and he said it ends tomorrow.
Yep. So everybody needs to go on to get the.
I guess I'm going to lose out.
Blue Scuzzy V2s. The desktop and the externals, are they both on sale or just the externals?
All of them.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, any Blue Scuzzy V2. Like I ordered the external. I know the internal is, and I think that the one for the laptops are as well.
So it's all personal preference, whether you want an innie or an outie. Just
I wish I was
go on to jcm-1.com and order one, or 6. They're in stock. Operators are standing by.
Yeah,
Joe mentioned if you know how to contact him on the back channel, he'll hook you up.
That's right.
That's for his friends.
Only by Raven.
No one will be my friend.
You have to send the message by Raven.
So he did say, add Sloopy.
Yeah.
Get me a DM or something, and I'll hook you up. So there you go. You do have a friend in Joe.
Oh, cool.
The operator is sitting at his kitchen table eating
honestly, I need machines to put it on first.
Well, buy
one problem at a time, Sloopy. Just get one.
Just buy one and then worry about the other part later.
I've already got 5 V1.
Wait. Sloopy, you can use it in the SE30.
Yeah.
I've already got 5 V1s and an F4.
Yeah, but that's
but the V2 is
V1.
faster.
Come on, catch up with the modern times. Be like the cool kids.
I've also got a SideQuest EZ135.
All right, so let's take a look at what we got tonight. Because Retro Techie's pulling out his hair going, I'm not doing anything. So
yeah, we better hurry up then. He doesn't have much hair to pull out.
I know. So under this fancy box, which is upside down, probably gonna get
an Apple III with a monitor sold for 1,800 Canadian. That's like over twice what I paid for mine. Over 3 times what I paid for this last one.
Oh my God, 1,800 Canadian.
Gino will take 2.
I'll take yeah.
That's a lot of chili, Mac.
So, yeah. So this here, this fancy looking majigger is an M1 Mac Mini.
Sweet.
With 8 gigs of RAM and a 256 gig hard drive.
Whoa.
There you go, Sleepy. The
M1?
The V2 has some really cool features that are coming out soon, but you didn't hear it here.
I thought that was Retro Tech.
So get a V2. You need the firmwares.
Oops. For the Blue Scuzzy you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's an M1, Jason. Not a Intel.
Is that yours or
no? It's for a customer.
Oh, okay. I was wondering, like, how'd you finagle that?
Looks like someone needs some sun.
Who? Me?
Yeah.
No, because I go from this.
Why be pale and pasty when you could be tan and tasty?
Yeah, I don't go to tan and tasty. I go from this to here.
Yeah, I'm looking at the M1.
Larry the Lobster.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the M1 and your legs are brighter.
Here, I'll turn some lights on to really get
Yeah, the V2 Blue Scuzzy has ludicrous speed.
Yeah,
you need it.
does. Yeah.
It's gone plaid.
Yes.
It goes past plaid to ludicrous speed.
That's absolutely correct.
So this has 2 USB ports and then 2 Thunderbolt ports on the back. And an HDMI.
Thunder down under.
And an
Is it a just a 1 gigabit, or is that a 10 gigabit port?
Probably a 10 gigabit, I would imagine.
Well, it comes stock with a 1. So
Oh, does it? Oh, well then
Yeah.
maybe a 1 then.
All that keeps
imagine
playing
if
is
it's only got 8 gigs of RAM and a 256 gig hard drive, it's only gonna have the 1.
Yeah, well, okay, but for what this guy does on the internet, yeah, that's more than
Brown
enough.
chicken, brown cow.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just
Trina.
saying.
Your fan is blowing your shirt around,
Yeah, I know.
and all I can think of is the Family Guy, that flailing inflatable arm
Oh,
flailing
right,
tube
yes.
man.
Wasn't that The Simpsons? Oh, I thought that was The Simpsons, not.
It could have
Family
been
Guy.
both.
Yeah, I was gonna
Maybe
say, I
it's
bet
both.
a lot of them probably have done it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, right, it's on the back.
So Jeremy's Vintage Hillbilly Shack says, will
Yes.
the V2 Blue SCSI work with the Commodore computers? Which Commodore computers? And the Blue
don't know if it
SCSI
does.
is a SCSI drive, and I don't
Yeah,
believe the Commodores use SCSI drives, correct?
There is a SCSI drive, a SCSI interface called the Thunder Drive, but honestly, I wouldn't recommend it. I'd recommend either getting a UIEC or a Pi 1541.
You heard it here.
They'll be just as compatible.
Oh,
and
C64 and Amiga. So the Amiga has SCSI.
Yeah, Amiga has SCSI.
C64 does not.
Okay, change it over to HDMI. All right, let's fire this bad boy up
And see what it doesn't do.
Yeah.
1-bit fever dreams. Will the V2 bring Naboo software to Macs?
Is it on?
Via emulation, I'm sure.
Did it
Hold on,
chime?
I got. No, I didn't hear it chime.
Oh boy, is it bricked?
Hold on, Joe's here. I gotta add Joe. I just heard you join. Don't go shaking your head at me, young man.
He's been there for an hour. We've all been sending messages.
No,
to
I
his
actually
dad.
have notifications on. I think it's the same shirt too.
No, this one has a collar.
Oh, okay.
Joe, I can't hear you.
Oh,
Joe's muted. How rude, Trina.
I didn't mute him. He's not muted
No.
on my end.
Nope, it's his computer again.
Yeah.
It does it every once
Un
in a while.
momento, por favor.
That's that Microsoft wind blows.
Wind blows.
Yeah. All right, so let's take a
Nope,
look.
still no
Look
Joe.
at this. It booted up. It
Oh,
just doesn't have a startup time.
It just did it quietly.
Yeah.
Like Joe.
All right. So let's try.
The volume's probably down.
Let's see. No, it doesn't work. Maybe
What?
I'm mistyping it. All right, let's try. Oh, there we go. I'm in. Woohoo!
Okay, now change the password, sign out of all this other stuff, and say, I don't know where it went.
Negative.
Oh, I don't have internet connection. Oh, you're right. Yeah.
If there are more than one non-player characters at a location, would you expect only one to attack you? What did most of the old text adventure games do?
Oh.
Like the old mud servers and stuff.
So this. All right. So
I don't think you had multiple things
I'm gonna.
attack you. at once.
I'm gonna take over my stream for a sec.
No, you're not.
So this is this. No, hey, we can hear
I
that.
hear that.
What about this?
Yep,
Hell
that's it.
yeah!
It's now
Hey!
My microphone set's dead. Where it was dead because I didn't have power all day on Wednesday. Oh my God! This is a freaking week from hell. And once Trina gets settled in, I got to tell you this story. But go ahead, Trina. Back to your story.
Okay. And hey, old man. I mean, Javier, welcome to the stream.
Hey, my sleepy friend.
That's
Hey,
not
neighbor.
Javier. Retro Techie pulled all his hair out.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Good, yourself?
Good.
Hey, Will.
Hey, Will popped in.
Oh, hi, Will. Everybody here. I know he's busy with family things, so he won't
Yeah.
be joining. But yeah,
Good
So
to
this-
see you either way.
yeah, welcome. And just let me know if anybody else. Oh, Apple's Anonymous has joined in. Hey, Nick.
Oh.
Welcome
All
from
the
the
fun
land.
people here.
Welcome from the
sneaking?
land
Hey,
down
Javier.
under.
What's up?
So we have it's an M1 Mac Mini with 8 gigs of RAM. It's running Ventura 13.01. We are gonna hook it up to the internet,
Ventura Boulevard.
Fingers
so I can
crossed it
check it
does
for-
stuff.
so I can check it for updates.
Oh, let's see.
I better. I was gonna have it show password, then I realized maybe I shouldn't do that.
Well, it's blurry. We can't see it anyway.
Okay.
But it's still probably a good idea not to do it.
Yeah. Because somebody
The
is
password
there.
is Sleepy Tree now. Don't worry.
Will, I got a Will KMac sticker today.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Trina, what version is that on?
It's Ventura, so 13.01.
Okay, it's got a lot of updates then. Because the current
I
version
had-
of Ventura is 13.4.1.
I had-
Ventura Boulevard.
13.41, I think.
I had to rename my M1 Studio to William because I'm running the Sonoma Mac OS. So now I call it William Sonoma.
It says no updates. All your apps are up to date. How do you check for
Are you
updates?
connected?
Yeah. How do
Okay,
I
go up to the Apple.
Yeah.
The full
And then
menu.
go when that opens up, go to more info.
Yeah.
there's
No, actually, you
more-
gotta go to
Apple, go
system
to
settings now.
preferences, system
And then
preferences.
general, and then software update.
Okay. So go to
Yep.
system settings
Yep.
Yep, and then it's
Yep.
gonna say, yep, there you go.
Then
Okay.
general,
and general. Okay.
and then there's an about. The next one
Oh.
is software update.
Can't
Yep,
you
and it
guys?
should
Okay, it's checking for updates now. So,
Yep.
okay.
Javier, Jeremy's Vintage Hillbilly Shack says he needs your help, please.
Hey, my pleasure. Tell me.
Okay,
what
so
can I
once
do for
it wants to update it to 13.4.1. Is that current?
Yeah, it's
Yep.
the latest one.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
so let's restart now.
Yeah, Will,
Let me
I
see
got
here.
both versions of your Tash 20. I got the older one where you use the metal DB19, and I got the new 3D printed DB19.
Ooh.
Oh, and by the way, Javier.
Yep.
I'm gonna send Frank. Wow, brain not working. I'm gonna send
Welcome to my
Frank.
hell.
Yeah. I'm going to send Frank a laptop that I got from work for free. So he's getting it for free. And I'm going to include one of these stickers.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. 'cause he
Where's
said
the
he didn't
Trina
have one.
stickers?
I don't have any yet.
We need to send you the triple R stickers.
I got a new
Triple R.
sticker.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one.
I've been sending those out.
By the way, Joe, I'm quite upset. So I only have the old one. I don't have the BBC version.
Big black circle.
Wait, what?
I
She
don't
needs
have.
the BBC version.
I need the BBC version.
Yeah,
the
the
big black
BBC
circle.
is
Well, you have an order in my system, so 16 years from now, when I finally get to that order, you'll get
Sounds good.
another out-of-date sticker.
Sounds
Star,
good. Okay.
star date 2365.
of your
Wait,
son
yeah,
on the sticker. It's me when I was young.
So I'm going to just give a bit of a history of this M1. So last Saturday, I jumped on Facebook Marketplace. Somebody was selling an M1 iMac for $600.
Damn.
Which, yeah, damn is right. So I sent it off to RetroTechie. I'm like, oh my God, look what I just found. And he replied
Chris.
back, it's a scam.
Of course.
Yeah, right? So I'm like, well, we're going to see. I'll message the
Good,
person
sure.
off. What's the worst that can happen, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes,
anyway,
ma'am.
so I messaged the person off. He replies back with his address, but his address is a wee bit away. He doesn't drive, nor do I. So I call my client who I'm buying it for, and I'm like, hey, do you drive? And he said, no, unfortunately, I don't. So long story short, he was going to send it to me through Uber, and I would
That
pay
sounds
for it
safe.
once I got it.
Oh well, that's not bad.
That's not bad,
So-
right?
COD, cash on delivery.
Well,
COD!
I would.
Care of the devil!
I'll wait
Sorry,
till-
sorry,
I'll wait till
Trina,
Joe's
continue.
finished. It's okay.
Go on.
Well, I
Um,
was napping.
You can't nap around Joe. That's just not allowed. Um,
Impossible!
So anyway, so
Jeremy,
I then
sorry,
messaged.
Jeremy, send me the info. I don't know, through Discord if you want. And yeah, definitely, I'll be happy to help.
So anyway, so I
Right.
messaged him because he said, "All right, I'll send it right out." Because I had, when I was talking to my client, I said, "I'm going to back out of this. This guy's been on Facebook since 2011, but has no posts. Something seems fishy with this, right?" So I told him I'm going to back out, and then that's when he came up saying, "Well, I'll ship it to you You don't have to pay. You pay me through an e-transfer once you get it. I'm like, okay, done deal. So half an hour or so goes by after I hang up with my client and everything's all settled. And I'm like, hey, do you have an ETA of when you're sending it out through Uber?
Mhm.
And then I sent him another message about a half an hour later because again I didn't hear anything back, and I was blocked.
Mm.
So that was the end of that one. But in the meantime, because I still thought this was a scam, still was like I was on the fence. I'm like, maybe this isn't a scam, but yeah, it is what it is. I also had put in for this one that was local downtown, like spitting distance away from me from where I work, and for the same price, $600. So I
Wow.
get this on. I got it on Wednesday.
It'll be delivered by the Wells Fargo wagon.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And then what was it? Tuesday, I got a call. Tell me this. Tell me. I want your guys' opinion on this. Somebody's trying to sell me a 2023 MacBook Air M2.
That may be a scam.
Yeah, you kind of.
Does that even exist
How much?
yet?
How much are they selling?
they
it to
do.
you for?
They exist, but they just came out. So
Yeah.
And how much is he asking for? That's the question.
Well, I put it this way to you. I offered him $500 because I'm like, this is stolen. Clearly
Yeah.
Agree to
stolen.
that,
or
it's scam.
something's
Like my
wrong with it.
backpack.
nice.
It's hotter
So-
than an oven set to clean.
Hey, Fred,
Yeah.
there's been a lot of storms over here.
Needless to say, he declined my offer of $500 for some funny reason. I don't know why.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I have
you
the
know
16-inch M2 Pro.
That he'll send you,
MacBook
Gina,
Pro.
for free. Just
Well,
say
he was going to drop it off. The guy's on the phone with me, so I'll drop it off to you right now if you can come up with a reasonable rate. And I'm like, the best I can do is $500.
Hey, Rudy's Retro
And
Intel.
he's like,
Rudy!
oh, hey, Rudy. And he said, but it retails for 23 or whatever $100. And I'm like, well, just take it back to the store you bought it at. Click.
Right? Yeah.
And then that night, so here's scam. That's the scam. Then that night, I get a message from somebody who wants to sell me two Mac Pro 1,1s for a stupid price.
Huh.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
they're 1,1s. They're paperweights.
Yeah.
All the crazies coming out of the woodwork.
Right?
Yeah,
I either get people who are trying to sell me something really new or really old. Like, where are the people wanting to sell me? Oh, I might have somebody selling me a 2014 MacBook Pro. Though.
Is that a ream of paper?
It is.
So it's all
Why is
up
it
to,
not tractor fed?
so it's all the computer's all up to date. Everything works. Actually,
Because unlike you, I'm actually trying to run a business and print out my invoices.
I got my tractor feed labels in.
nice.
I don't have the patience to try to do such a thing. I'm like, I need this stuff to be gone. It
I
needs
just
to-
realized something that's funny. The person that I'm giving this to, his name is John. So I don't even need to make a new account. We'll just change the password,
Yep.
right? When I go there tomorrow. But it's all up to date. It's working. I can't see anything wrong with it. So we're going to shut it down.
Wait a
was
minute.
the-
Wait
this
a
is the
minute
easy
here.
one.
Wait a minute here, Trina. You're selling this to one of your Johns?
I'm selling it. Yeah, I'm selling it to one of my Johns.
You heard it here, folks.
Okay, I just wanted to be straight on that.
Dear
Well-
John.
I don't know how to be straight, but I'll try.
Dude.
Oh,
Or as we say in my family, that's about as straight as my sister.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and I'm also going to send, because poor Frank doesn't have one of these, I'm also going to send him a Taylor and Amy sticker.
Oh, I do not.
No.
Yay,
Because I got a couple extras, so I'll send you one.
Did you see the episode from last year when they put one on a vehicle in the parking lot?
Yeah, I saw that.
You know that's my van.
Is it really?
Oh. Yep.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, the one with the blown transmission.
Boom.
So you can't even drive it around.
Boom.
Actually-
Shakalaka-laka.
Actually, I can.
Boom.
Oh, okay.
Javier, Jeremy's Vintage Hillbilly Shack cannot find you on Discord.
I'm looking for him right now.
Look,
He's right here in the chat. I
harder.
can see.
He's right there.
I'm looking for him in Discord. I meant.
No, I
Hi,
know.
Trina.
Hi.
Well,
How you
maybe if he
doing?
had his nick on Discord as something that was close to his name on
Oh my gosh, it's a wild
YouTube.
Ron.
Okay, hold on.
he'd be
I
easier
see
to find.
you, Ron. I see you.
Who let him in?
Hey,
Ron.
man,
Yeah,
that,
I
Hey,
ha- I have it
Ron.
now. I have it
was
now
like a
that it,
Dave. That was like a Dave response time there. I'm like,
Hey, there-
oh, come
there's-
on.
There's my drug dealer.
I have it now that it makes a noise when somebody joins, so I'm not.
I'm sorry. He likes the term unlicensed pharmacist.
Yeah, it's
Unlicensed
a
pharmacist.
pharmacist, if you will.
A pharmacist.
So I'm gonna put this back in the box. Da-da-da.
Trina, what
What's
are you
new and
doing?
exciting, Ron?
I just see I just see some mid-century furniture.
She is having a sale.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Offers on the table.
It's a moving sale.
Oh yeah, where are you moving to?
Nowheres. I don't want to move ever again.
Oh,
God, yeah.
well, I thought you were going to come down here. It worked for Seth Rogen. It worked for William Shatner.
Yeah, well, yeah, but
It's eventually going to work for Doug Ford.
We'll gladly
Rob
ship
Ford?
him down to
Is
you.
it Rob Ford or Doug Ford?
Doug Ford. Rob Ford's dead.
Oh, okay, good.
So, that was
Trina?
his brother. Yo.
Retrotech, brings up good points. Did they wipe all their information off that many before?
Yeah,
Nothing's logged into any services.
Yeah, I asked him. He did a factory reset on it, and he's
Okay.
not logged into anything. So.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Saves you a lot of time and trouble tracking them down later.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
that's why.
That's trouble with a capital T in that rhymes
But
with
look,
P
it
in that
even
stands
came
for-
with the
Cool.
box. How cool is
You know,
that?
Frank, I consider the time I spend with a pool or with a cue in my hand. You can take it from there.
What?
That's trouble. Right here in River City.
with a capital T in that rhymes.
Haven't
with P in
they?
that stands
Stands for pool.
Jason, you work for Apple. Haven't they come up with version OS 14?
I'm
OS
running
or IO,
that
iOS?
on my
No, I thought
computer now.
they had
Sonoma.
an OS for the.
Oh, it's not released yet. They came out with
Oh,
it, but it's
okay.
not released. Beta's out.
Gotcha.
The beta,
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's the beta 3, beta 4 now. I
Three,
can't remember which.
three,
Yeah.
yeah. That's what
Why
I'm
do
on
they
now.
call?
Beta.
Why do they call it betas? Because like, isn't the beta like usually like an inferior product?
Well, no, it's alpha. That's your
Yeah,
first
it's the
step.
internal. Yeah.
And then beta,
It's
and then you might have a gamma release, and then you go live.
Okay.
And the
The
final,
beta's
for-
the final
beta's for
version is
developers, I guess.
VHS.
They have
It
Yeah.
access to it, so they can actually develop their product and stuff.
Hi everyone.
You
They can see me.
Yeah.
Umatic.
So let's take a
Real to
look at
real.
this. Let's take a look at this 2017-inch iMac.
Unless you're Microsoft,
I'm
then you
glad you
release
said
your
iMac.
Alpha too.
Well, what else would be 27-inch?
I don't know. You were like doing some gyrating and some lifting and stuff, and I'm like,
It's about to get real.
welcome,
Lordy.
welcome to
me
only
grab
babbles.
Yeah.
No, that was earlier.
Oh my gosh.
That was pre-show, only babbles.
Yeah, Joe, I had to laugh whenever I finally opened your box from today's mail, and I saw all these bags, and I was like, I made a serious life choice that was incorrect there.
I've made a big mistake. Yes.
Blue Scuzzies did you
I
order?
was like,
Or-
no,
all
no.
that Apple
Look,
3
dude,
stuff.
it's just
Yeah.
like-
Yes,
That's
Holy
one thing.
I know. I'm like,
There
well,
are no fewer than 61 sockets times an average of 16 pins. You do the math.
I was like, holy
You
cow.
You do the wave solder is what I'm
that
thinking.
looks easy.
By the way,
I'm
Joe,
getting to the
if,
point where I'm going to need a wave solder machine. Anyway, go ahead, Trina.
if you ever get a dead Titan board, send me it.
There's one in the bottom of the sea right now.
Yeah, well, what I want to do, I was saying before, is I
Oh,
want to
that
get
joke never gets old.
I want to
Yeah.
get I want to get a
Yeah, it
Titan
doesn't.
board. I want to get a Titan board and then submerge it in a tub of water and see if it actually holds up.
Right.
It will
Just for
because
fun.
it's on the tail of a snail on a log. at the
Well,
bottom of the sea.
actually, I would have to make the argument that from an engineering standpoint, Joe would make a far superior Titan
Yeah, just
than
submerge
the
it in
gentleman
Joe.
that did.
Mine actually function as designed.
I know, right?
Oh, for a second I thought all I could,
So
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
but
Joe.
could
how many
imagine was
atmospheres is yours rated?
Yeah,
all I
but
could
it's
imagine
good.
was
One or fewer?
Well, it's a spaceship, so I would say anywhere between 0 and 1.
Yeah.
So I
when
saw
you
a thing
sorry,
today.
Frank,
that
when
said-
you said Joe would make a great Titan, all I could think of, all I could see in my head was Joe in a Titan, like one of those Titan, period costumes.
Mhm.
And then I started drooling. How you doing, baby?
I'd seen today where they put out
China is
more
saucy
information
tonight.
on it, and I guess
telling
the
you.
Yeah.
carbon
you have
fiber
human
they bought
suspicions.
secondhand, and it was rejects from
Yeah.
Boeing because it was too old to use for aircraft.
Right.
Was
Like,
everything? Was
holy
everything?
shit.
Because they didn't. They
Everything
wasn't.
was slapdash, as cheap as possible.
Yes.
I did multiple
God.
interviews where he was talking about that safety is just like, seat belts are dead weight. Another
Yeah,
thing,
if you
quote,
want to be
Professor
safe, don't leave your
Farnsworth.
home ever.
Yeah, it's like
That
there's
kinda
risk in
whatnot.
everything. And so I'm going to take my 17-year-old kid down here and
All right. Let's,
just like it's no big deal. I'm
Yeah,
just saying there was no
holy crap.
windows. No windows. They could have like taken them out to a boat, said everybody get inside, brought the little thing back on land, and Star Wars whatever Star Tours did,
Mhm.
and they would have never known.
all right. I'm just trying to get this camera lined up to get most of the screen because it's a bit of a big screen.
Literally more regulations on the fake submarines at Disneyland.
Right.
Yep. Absolutely.
I just it was really great to see all the libertarians come out and be like,
Listen to the
free market
chime.
kills again.
All right. Let's see.
Whoopsie. So it does feel like we're at a tipping point as a species, though, where we can finally just go ahead and recognize that money doesn't equal brains.
Oh yes, that is 100% true.
It's
That's been a known for years, though.
between Space Karen and
Space Karen.
and
Love it.
Captain Nemo. I mean, it's.
Did you call her? Did you say Space Karen?
I said
Yeah.
Space Karen.
You don't know Space Karen?
Let that sink
No, I know
in.
Space Karen. I just hadn't heard that in a long time. I'm like,
I love it. I love it.
references.
So it's booting up. So this one I got from work for free, and it followed me home.
Like a lost puppy dog.
Well, it looks like you've paused the intro sequence of every James Bond movie ever.
Yeah, I don't know why it's so fuzzy.
Da-da-da-da.
Focus. Focus.
Oh, I thought she put us in the basement.
Focus. There we go.
You say there you go, but it's not much of an improvement.
1, 2. Well, I'm just waiting
Do
until I
what
get
to
it
us?
booted up.
Trina, have you not put a solid state hard drive in it yet?
This one actually has
Turned
a
it on.
fusion-
You turned it on and didn't put a solid state hard drive in it.
This one
Ow,
actually
Mike.
this one
Hurt
has a
myself.
fusion drive in it.
I hurt myself.
Let me go ahead. I'll say it a third time. Trina, you booted it up without putting a solid state hard drive in it?
Correct. And I'm not booting from the drive right now. I'm actually booting from external.
Solid states are actually cheaper than regular drives these days.
Yeah.
Did you see that that
It only took us 2 decades to get there.
guy
know, right?
that, like, he puts a yacht inside a yacht and then makes his employees pee in a bottle? That guy, his website, which I wouldn't recommend buying anything from, has 2 terabyte SSDs for like $99, like Western or the Samsung 9080s, like where it's like the NVMe like 4 or like whatever the mode, like mode 4x whatever. Yeah, so like not the tippy top, but like darn near the top. Pretty cheap.
I don't know who that is. Should I know who that is?
Yeah, it's like he looks like what would happen if Popeye was like a completely like unlikable dingus.
I mean, isn't he already?
Popeye? No, he's got some girl with like a thyroid problem. Hangs out with him all the time.
Monterey is the one that is version 12, right?
I'm confused.
Talking about
Welcome to my life, Frank.
yeah, I'm talking about
It's been a long week. Oh
Jack
my god.
Bazos.
Oh, that guy.
Oh.
Yeah, just look at him. He's got like the one squinty
Yeah,
eye, and he's bald.
you're right.
He's
That
he's
is
like
true.
an unlikable Popeye.
Baked
That is
Jesus.
very
Beautiful
true.
Popeye. Love it, love it.
Is it working?
All right,
That
it
is
works.
very true.
let's see if this will boot.
I've got a thing that works. Oh my gosh, it actually works.
Monterey's version 12.
Trina, I gotta ask you, why
Yo.
are you loading multiple versions of Mac OS on it?
Oh, this is my external drive that has multiple versions.
That's her
of
test
Mac
drive.
OS. Yeah,
Yeah,
because there's
You know,
there's no OS on the computer right now.
yeah. I was just gonna say because 16 gig USB sticks, real cheap.
Yeah, well, I got a 1 terabyte drive, so
I know, but like I just said, those
I know.
16
I do want to
gig
I do
USB
want to
sticks are real cheap. Plus, they look amazing on a keyring.
I do want to change it out actually for an SSD though.
Oh, does anybody know why they don't make the booty drives anymore?
Yes.
Ecumenical politics.
Oh, people are silly.
Well, it's
Well, that's a shame.
the
It's
nation
a
that they were made in.
political
and-
thing.
Yeah.
So it's not really a problem if you know the right people.
No.
I got
Yeah,
you.
it's
Everything in life.
listen, it's like the
Nothing's
old
about you know
adage.
right people.
It's the old adage, Frank.
Actually,
It's not what you know, it's who you blow.
Ah!
yeah, exactly. It's
Trina?
been
Trina, yes.
cloned already.
Oh, it has?
Yeah.
Say it again.
Tried to
Javier.
find one today.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're about 2 years late.
If you go to the proper channels, you may be able to get one.
Mhm.
Eric Helgeson told me today about the SmartPort SDs as well for like the
Yeah.
Apple II. I was like, well, hell, I didn't know about that either.
Yeah, but those are old.
Yeah. No, that's what, they've been out a little while.
So
But yeah, they
actually, Booty is not that good anymore. When there's one coming out, I think you saw. I presented the beta version of it a few months ago.
The FujiNet?
No, there's like a little card that they are coming out on Kansas Fest
I missed it.
that use an SD card.
Yeah.
I must have one around here, and it's basically like a Booty but with steroids. It boots like
The
in
booty
half
on
a
the
second.
boys out.
So do you still need SmartPort? Or this has it built in? Or
No, it has like this is like you put together CFFA and a Booty and all that, and it's fast and you can
Nice.
mount a lot of things. It's who has it? Hold on. I think it's in it's not in Discord. It's in Slack. This guy is showing it. But yeah, it's coming out. So
I will stay tuned.
yeah.
By the way, speaking of staying tuned, everyone should check out Ron's computer videos YouTube channel for a really great interview with him,
Missed that.
Eric's Edge, and I don't know what the guy's name is.
Bree.
Well, what his actual name is.
Brian something?
Brian.
Bri. Because
Bri.
Bri. There you go.
See, I read it as Bree.
Me too.
I know because I
Dyslexic.
can't fix what's broke with both of you.
But yeah, they did a really great interview last night with the creator of Blob. Say
Blob
that
Blob.
3 times fast without getting your tongue tied.
Blah blah.
Well, all you
mind
got to do, you can read more information about it on the Bob Law Law blog.
Which is available everywhere.
which is easy to say after you have about 10 beer.
This person ordered 2 of these board sets. Why?
Because they want to.
Hey, we told the people.
I
Go
mean,
to
yeah.
it's a
JCM.com.
$1,000 order, but whatever.
We've been putting it out there.
That's right.
You can also blame Justin because he mentioned it on his stream
Hey, Adam.
last night.
I know.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
Adam.
Adam's in the
Yeah.
chats.
Yeah.
Adam.
And hi, Jeremy. Sorry I didn't say hi to you earlier.
Jeremy, I still can't find you. I'm gonna search for you in all the wrong places.
Oh, God damn it. Put your correct state in my... It's in Zurich. Sorry.
Oh, Swiss cheese.
Sure, great.
And then it got really quiet.
Yeah, it's fun.
Everybody's busy thinking, yeah.
There you go.
We're visualizing your words. Come on now.
Okay. Well, my words right now is that I have about 10 minutes remaining for that part of the install to go through. So, and I already have it sold to somebody from work. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Damn. That's
Gone.
a quick turnaround.
Yeah. That's what I want because I don't want to have it. It's big. I don't want to have it kicking around any longer than I need.
Yeah.
Of course. So.
Resolves to the same location. Great.
Yeah, there's a guy that I work with. He's like,
You
what are you
saw
going to sell it for? So I said the price, and he said, can I get it for half? And I'm like, because you work with me, sure.
Joe, Rudy wants to know when you're going to be able to clone the Apple III motherboard.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Now you made him mad.
Oh, my God.
Oh, he has. Here, let's make it big, Joe.
Damn you, Joe.
Wrong button, Dave.
Actually, what I'm saying, somebody's already done it. This is somebody else's cloned board.
Okay.
But it is rife with spelling errors. So
Hey, they
I
charge
don't
by the
trust
letter,
that this
you know.
was cloned correctly.
They charge by the letter.
What are some of the spelling errors?
Port.
The board layout artist of this was Colette Jones, but it's Colette Jones on this. So
I have a feeling they put it in Microsoft Word, and whatever didn't recognize it just auto-corrected to.
but it's C. They just missed the O. I don't know.
Spell checked spanakopita to spina bifida.
Or maybe they were using their phone to do it, and their phone just auto-corrected it.
Yeah, Eric. More soldering for Frodo Jedi. Yeah, I don't need one.
Adam's
Is that a
asking,
2-layer board?
yeah, Adam's
Yeah,
asking, is it a 2-layer board?
This is a 2-layer board.
Okay.
This is an Apple. This is a Apple III clone. If I were to clone one, I would prefer to clone the Apple III Plus because it's a better design.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Makes sense.
if anything, this is makes a nice thing to like mount on a wall.
Yeah. Put it in one of those shadow boxes.
That's it.
I am. Hang on. Javier is busy trying to figure out. I can see the smoke coming.
What's going on?
I don't know.
I have admin rights, so I'm just like clicking around.
I forgot you had him in right. That's right. I was like,
Okay,
what
you're
the?
good. You're good.
Why does that keep going out of focus?
So, Frodo, the drive is called Ultimate Drive.
Ultimate Drive?
Yeah, it's actually a card.
I probably paid $1 million.
It's very small with an SD card.
Shit, it is.
It's bringing up golf. Hang on.
Leave it. It's
Yeah,
only...
it's not. I don't think you're gonna find it anywhere.
Uh,
I'll post it. I'll send it to a private message to you, and I'll show you the image.
Customer paid first
Oh,
place
thank you.
class international, and yet that's not an option I can choose in my software. Great.
Oh,
This
so
one
just
too.
an update on, because we were supposed to have the Old World Tech
Sweet.
Friday stream tonight. We
that
are in the
looks nice.
process of kind of reevaluating the format and stuff, so that's why we decided to cancel it tonight and talk about it offline. Well, online, but not on a stream.
Yeah.
Miss you.
Ron, you're doing a great job of being a ventriloquist, but we can't hear words coming out of your mouth.
That's on purpose.
That first part was for the lip readers.
Okay.
So as a longtime listener, first time caller, can I offer you guys some feedback?
Yeah, by all means.
So definitely, as in terms of formats for the show, you want to go 48 sectors. That's probably going to give you the best compatibility with everything moving forward. There are some alternatives out there. I don't think that they are going to take off. Not like 48 sector is. So I mean, other people might have differing opinions, but that is what I would say stick with.
35 tracks or 40?
I don't know. I say
I
35
was
just for
42.
data integrity.
77.
419.631.
Are we talking hard or floppy?
Hard all the way, baby.
I hope
Depends on the mood.
so.
Oh man.
Welcome to one of Trina's streams where you're free to say
my.
what you want.
By the way, Frodo,
He is dirty
I'm
as
going to
well.
send you the drive. That drive is pretty cool because it goes to 40 sectors now that they're talking about that.
Oh, awesome. So I have all of the parts, so I'm going to try what you said about downloading the software and just seeing if it'll upload the firmware to the
Yeah, it's
PC.
supposed to do it.
And if I don't need the front panel, then that's even better.
I think you don't. Yeah, I don't think you really need it. It works without it.
Okay, awesome. I did see where he posted the files to get the drive, the PCBs for the drive sensors, and then just order the parts.
Oh,
Because he
okay.
said all the parts on the drive sensors are all identical. It's just the
Oh, okay.
PCBs are different.
Did he finally get back to you?
No,
Oh.
Javier did.
But he has
So, yeah.
several of my apple sauces. Because guess what? I burn it. I burn my applesauce.
Oh no, Javier didn't catch anything on fire. That never happened.
Never happened to me.
Wait, Jeremy has a Discord channel?
Everybody go join his channel.
Jeremy
Can
has a
somebody-
Discord channel.
Can somebody send me a link to it?
Oh yeah, here.
Rush his channel. Rush it.
Let's go.
I didn't know he had a. I
Go,
didn't know he had a
Power
Discord
Rangers. Do 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 two. Yes, two. Yeah, those are already on there. Yes,
Here
yes,
in the
yes.
browser, I suppose. Jeremy, going. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
I'm here. We're all here.
I'm fine. How are you?
Wait, is this the one where we post all of our
Oh.
top secret military information?
Yep. Yep.
Okay, I thought so.
Mhm.
Just making sure.
Hit it with a hammer.
So here in Canada, the moose are actually our military.
The moose are your military.
Yeah,
They're being weaponized.
exactly. With their
Our
antlers.
Well, Moose
country
could definitely stop a tank.
reeks of trees
Anything
are.
All I can think of is Tommy Boy with the pine air freshener.
And they smell like rotting beef carcasses.
Oh, man.
Oh
Ah!
no! I'm watching Sloopy play the game. I've never seen the game being played, so this is kind of
Hey, everybody! You just lost the game.
okay.
Play the game. Everybody plays the game.
What
So
is up?
easy.
Meow.
Alright, feeling good.
So I got in the mail the basic keywords for the Apple III.
Ooh.
Does the first one start with F?
And
K?
it was written by Eddie Adamus.
D is for drop 3 inches.
And the foreword was actually written by Jean-Louis Gasset.
Oui, oui.
Jean-Louis- yeah,
Apple.
Jean-Louis Gasset.
Haha, oui, oui. Thanks. Oh.
I met him
but
at
no,
my
it's
work
just-
once. Yeah. I was-
The book's
Great
more
guy.
like a dictionary or glossary. Like it gives you examples of things in basic.
Jean-Louis Gasset, Apple's least important visionary ever, talking about Apple's least important product ever.
Oh,
Got it.
By the way, Will has placed an order, it seems.
What?
At
Will has
jcm-1.com.
Got one pending. Yes, I know you have one pending, sir.
Okay.
You and 47 other people. I'm getting to it. I am 3 days behind. I'm 3 days behind. That's 3 days I could have been using to prep for Kansas Fest and have lots of cool stuff for Kansas Fest. But at this rate, I'm going to be going to Kansas Fest empty-handed with nothing to sell to people because I don't have time to get it done.
I mean,
I-
you only knew about this a year ago, but that's cool. That's cool.
Hey, Ron.
Hey Joe, are you about to abuse your powers? Like, what's happening, buddy?
You are one of my best friends.
You are one of my best friends. That's why I hold
Best
you to like a really
friend.
high standard.
Oh, Will has booked his flight and hotel to VCS
Yay!
Midwest.
Hey, that's great
Awesome.
news.
Oh, that's right. I need to box this so I can tell how much it weighs, so I can get the weight reduction.
This is I'm watching the game, and this is the first time. Sorry, I haven't seen your playthrough, Ron.
Oh yeah, I mean I know you've been busy. What with loading tons of operating systems onto. Let me check my notes here. External hard drives in 2023. Weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
Will
this-
says cheap
so this
flights
is-
if you fly September 11th.
You're just not guaranteed to make it there alive, but that's okay. We're good.
Yeah, you'd probably be fine.
But yeah, so this is the first time I'm watching the gameplay. This is a really cool game.
Yeah, and I gotta watch that video. I was out yesterday, so I couldn't watch it.
But yes, Retro Techie, I am buying up anything I can find Apple III online so that we can make copies.
He's buying stuff up
All the
offline too.
things. Yeah, that's right. Online, offline.
And I'm
Close
really
line.
Joe or Ron keeps posting these really great like
We all
ads
like your
for
shorts,
things that are
Ron.
at a reasonable price.
Oh,
And
all
they're
the
all so
Facebook.
far away. Yeah.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is move out of the sticks.
Um,
As a side
yeah,
note,
so move out of the sticks to move to to the US. Did I say communist?
Hey, Mac.
as a side note, I am very
My
glad
flight
that
was a lot
Trina
more
can't hear this game being played.
Yeah.
That get it under the weight restriction. No. What will?
And it's time for me to fly.
Have a good night, Rudy.
Is that machine ever going to boot, Trina?
It's about 26 minutes remaining now.
Yep.
So
Oh, that level's really tough, Sloopy.
give it a bit of time.
All I can say is
Ta-da!
the
Hi,
man
Rudy.
who designed that must have
Hello.
had a severe amount of patience. And of course,
Yeah.
I didn't have the opportunity to watch your live stream or interview with him, so I don't know if you talked about that.
Well, you can always watch it on the replay.
Yes, that would require me to have things called time.
Internet?
Oh yeah, and the internet. That's another thing.
And power, yeah.
Joe's
Welcome to
taking
Ohio.
Joe's
here's
town
the
is
funny-
taking over for Dave's town
Oh my
on
god.
lack of internet.
This is Dave's town. Oh, sorry, that's
So,
you're in town.
2 weeks
but that's
ago.
a different story.
2 weeks ago, I get a notification on my email from the power company. We're
Mhm.
going to be doing clear treeing in your tree clearing in your area to prevent the trees from growing up into the power lines and taking the power offline and knocking 100 million people out of power, like happened in 2004. That was also an Ohio Power Company's fault. Anyway, so I get this email. I'm like, that's great. That's awesome. And then a few days later, I see, the tree cutting guys coming around. I'm like, that's great. The power outage that happened on Wednesday was caused when a high tension power line sagged into trees. And I'm like, oh my God, get your together.
Yep.
That's hilarious.
Not that
And
Joe wasn't.
because none of the infrastructure in Ohio has any sort of generators or battery backups, not only was the power out, the internet was out.
Oh God.
The internet was so out, I couldn't get internet on my cell phone. The only thing that worked on my cell phone was voice and SMS.
Wow.
So I basically took a 5-hour nap.
Yeah,
I
what
just-
else can you do?
Hey, you took,
Shut my eyes and set an alarm and like that. I'm not working. I'm not doing jack squat today.
took a break from the
Wednesday
internet.
was a loss. It was a complete loss of a day. I couldn't log into my. And here's the thing. So the power came back around 7:30, but I didn't get internet until 9:30 because whatever. So I couldn't even like sit down here and do orders because I couldn't get online to get into my ordering system
Right.
to see what I had to make and send people.
You
And
were back in the 80s for a few hours.
oh my god, God, yeah, Frodo, you need to ship me your dot matrix printer so I can print labels.
I'll ship you the labels too.
Damn.
Hey,
I
Joe.
got
I'll
my
trade
labels.
Sorry,
you-
that's one of my
There you
rants.
go, Joe. Thomas has a suggestion for you.
Ham radio internet that would require
Yes.
electricity.
Just get one of those. They did it on Gilligan's Island. You run the little treadmill.
Crank it. Yeah. Crank it.
None of the ham radio operators around here are that good. Just,
Hey, Joe. I'll trade you.
what?
I think
I'll-
all the ham radio operators are kosher.
I'll trade you my Monday for your Wednesday.
Okay.
What was wrong Monday, Sloopy?
My leash holder was driving home to her parents' house. She was about 5 miles from their house, and the car stopped working.
Uh-oh. That's
Oh,
no good.
no.
Well, at least it was 5 and not like 45. There's always an upside.
It was in the middle of a valley where she got absolutely no connection except for
Oh,
a minor data connection to the internet. She couldn't make a phone call. She couldn't make a voice call. She could send me messages via Facebook Messenger and nothing else.
That is weird.
Thanks, Mark Zuckerberg.
And so some guy tried to stop and help her and said her battery was dead. So I drove up there on my son's motorcycle with the jump box. I get up there and it's not the battery. So we had AAA tow it to her parents' house. 10 minutes after I get to her parents' house, there's a torrential downpour of rain. So finally, when I go home, when the rain ends up there, because she's about 55 miles from here, I'm driving home. I get about 12 miles from home, and I see all the skies on the horizon towards where I live are like filled with like flashing lights, which I'm hoping is just fireworks. So I message my son. I'm like, "Hey, is it raining there?" And he says, "Yeah, it just finished." And I'm like, "Oh, good. I'll be home in about 10 to 15 minutes." Well, I get back on the bike and I start driving home. And about 3 miles later, I get these large drop. And then all of a sudden, a sheet of water. So I stop at a closed gas station, call my son, ask him to bring my full face helmet because I only had my brain bucket and glasses. And he's like, "Yeah." He goes, down in town, nothing. It's not raining at all. But he goes like 2 miles down the road, it starts as a sheet of water and it continues all the way up here. And I'm like, "Oh, great!" So I have 2 miles of sheet of water to go and then drive.
You have the
He
East
goes, "Yeah."
Coast pronunciation of water. It's
Yeah, I
delicious.
know. Isn't it cool?
Water.
Water.
Oh,
Well,
And you don't live
I
in
need some
Florida?
water. I want some
That
water
sounds
ice.
like a Florida storm.
I've lived in Pennsylvania, Delaware, New Jersey, and Maryland all my life. I mean, come on.
Florida is like that. You're
I'm
driving,
in-
there's
I'm in-
nothing, and all of a sudden there's like a wall. You get in, and it's like a big,
Yep,
big thing.
Exactly.
Yep.
So my son, he comes, brings me my full face helmet. He follows me. We get back on the road. The road is like 4 miles, like dead straight. And he's like falling further and further back because I'm just cruising along.
Mhm.
And we finally get to the house and he looks at me. He goes, "Are you crazy?" And I'm like, "Why?" And he goes, "You're in the middle of a freaking downpour," because it was raining the entire way home. A mile from my house, I'm stopping at a stoplight. I'm taking my hand, holding it out and squeezing it, and the water's pouring off of it out of my gloves, which reminds me I have to wash them because they got mold because they didn't dry out fast enough.
how did this guy?
And he's like, "You're going down the highway in the middle of a downpouring rainstorm with thunder and lightning, and you're doing 70 miles an hour." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's because I didn't want to crash." He looked at me as if I'm insane.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so to be fair, we all look at you like you're insane.
Now you know.
Not anyone who rides a motorcycle would.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yeah, I know. I know better.
Yeah, I know. I can't. Retro Techie, I would love to get the unblurry version, but for some reason my camera won't focus on this stupid thing.
And Trina,
Yeah.
the reason why I did 70 instead of 30
Yeah.
is because you understand how a gyroscope works?
Yep.
Well, the wheels act as gyroscopes. At 30 miles an hour, they're not spinning fast enough to keep you
Yeah.
straight.
Yeah.
So you're like
Okay.
squirrely down the road. But if you do
Right.
60 to 70, they're spinning fast enough so that when you're going down the road, you can't even, it doesn't, you're just straight and solid. You don't squirm or anything.
Okay.
Still
The
kind of
reason why-
hydroplane.
Yeah, the only way I know that I was going through water puddles is because of the water splashing up on my feet.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
All right. I need to go run to do another kind of stream. So Joe, the stream is all yours.
You're in charge.
Did you eat the
I'm
food
dealing with
tarts again?
international shipping. Do I have to?
Yeah, but all you have to do is sit here and look handsome.
Did you go to Taco Bell again?
I'm very good at
No, I
that.
didn't. No, I didn't get any KFC.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm not-
KFC, that's it.
Yeah. No.
Well, you said another kind of stream, so.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Anyway, I'll be back.
Stream away.
All right.
Oh goodness. Be right back.
So, Ron, how am I doing compared to you? I'm
I
on level
can't tell what
16.
level you're on. There's too much glare on your screen.
I'm on level 16, 260 deaths.
What the?
Okay, I'm on level 9 with 98 deaths.
Yeah, well, this is also my first playthrough.
Designed.
Well, it's fine. I didn't say anything negative. I just said, hey,
I know. I'm just saying. How did you do on your first playthrough?
I died 700 times. All you gotta do is watch the stream.
I did watch the stream.
All you gotta do is pay more attention when you watch the stream.
I can't afford to pay attention.
I don't have enough pay attention money.
hey Javier,
Yo.
you know anything about Apple III floppy drives?
I know that I have one that doesn't work.
Oh.
Actually, I'm gonna
You know
take
that
it. Reminder: I'm gonna take it to Kansas Fest. I'm sure they know how to fix them.
Yes,
Yeah, they can
Sark
fix
will
it.
be like, all you gotta do is adjust the
Yeah,
flip
Sark is gonna be like,
capacitor
"Oh
and-
yeah, click," and that's it. It works. Yeah. Damn you, Sark.
I'm trying to figure out the Apple III floppy interface, and I think I'm stuck because I'm trying to figure out a way. You know that product for the Apple IIc that Big Mess of Wires makes, where you can push a button and it picks which is the internal and
Yeah.
which is the external.
Mhm.
I want something like that for the Apple III, but I can't figure it out.
Yeah, I'm not. I only have one. that's the extent of my
Right.
knowledge.
Well, my ghetto solution right now is that I have a cable extending out the back that goes from the
Yeah.
motherboard out the back with a connector on it, and then the drive connector inside goes out the back too. And then I can choose to plug in the internal floppy into that, or I can choose to plug a floppy EMU into that.
Yeah.
It
That's-
works,
Oh,
but it's
by
just
the way.
sort of janky.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna need anybody or somebody that to bring a floppy EMU to Kansas Fest, because I think I burned mine. So my floppy EMU project is stuck.
Javier,
Yeah.
how do
Oh,
you keep
no.
doing this?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
He
It
hates
just
money.
Did you
I
hot?
love
Did
you,
you,
buddy. I
loves
do. You
killing
gotta
electronics.
yeah.
did
I
you
don't know
hot
how
plug
I
it?
do
Because
it, I'm very
I
good.
blew
at
up a floppy EMU by hot plugging it, and it blew up on a Mac SE. I forgot the computer was on, and I plugged it in, and it went.
Yeah.
Now it just sort of shows little weird characters, but it doesn't do anything.
Yeah. I'm gonna contact this guy. I may need to buy another one. Yeah.
Might as well
have
buy
three of them
two
now.
so you have a backup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Buy a
wish you
W
could
drive.
sell them
Blow that up
like
too.
bare bones.
Yeah,
But,
blow up the
we'll
W
see.
drive. That's way easy to replace. Just ask Frank.
Yep.
I blew up my W drive. I don't know how I did it, but it.
The one you got
Yeah,
from
me too,
me
but
or a different
Further
one?
drives are cheaper and better. Yeah.
Adam,
You're
the
gonna
one you got
put the
from me?
screen like in the EMU. That's why I'm using the EMU.
Ron, I didn't buy one from you. I got one from.
Yeah,
I
you
bought
did.
one from Chris Torrance. I thought.
Nope,
Yeah.
you got one from me.
I
The vast
don't
majority
remember
of my
that.
sales of these Titan boards. were
That's all
cheap.
right. Drugs are like that.
Figure that one out.
Ron, I keep track of things people send me. I don't remember you sending me a W drive.
I didn't send it to you. I sold it to you. Because it's like the original version that's got like the old screen, not the
Oh,
OLED.
yeah.
Yeah, I got one of those. Mine works great.
I don't.
It's what I use on my Apple III.
Hey, Bob.
I don't have one of those, Ron.
Adam, I'm coming to your house right now. We're gonna settle this.
Okay. All right. There's probably a
walking,
box
so
under
I'm
it
not there.
somewhere.
in like 47 hours.
There's probably a Ron's Computer Videos box sitting around somewhere that's been sitting there for 2 years that I forgot to open or something. Man.
That's probably it.
It only took me a year and a half to figure out where I put my Atari 800 cap kit.
Most likely, yeah. Damn.
Was it on Console Fi's website? That's where I leave all my copies.
Yeah, no, I found it there first, and then I got it, and then I lost it, and then I found it again, but it was a year and a half later. I've started putting all of the things I buy that I'm not ready to use yet in a completely different spot, so they don't get buried in the basement. So, like right now on my little table in front of my big TV in the living room, there's like 6 different things from Joe's Computers, and there's a bunch of stuff from Ron, and there's 2 or 3 interface cards, and then there's like a whole bunch of connectors because I'm still trying to build these Apple III printer cables, and I'm just trying to keep it all separated out. So when I go downstairs and I decide, oh, it's time to build this Apple II, and it just gets on top of all that stuff, I need to organize better.
Gotta keep them separated.
Yeah. Tomorrow I'm going to do some organizing. I think I'm going to turn on Big Bad Biologist's Mac stream, and while he's doing that, I'm going to clean.
Nice.
I remember cleaning.
You gotta be
I
the
remember
king.
having time.
Well, in the basement, there's an area I set up a long time ago that's got a couch and a coffee table and a TV. It's like the little relaxation area, but now it's just covered in so much junk you can't even tell that any of that's there.
That, sir, sounds like an accomplishment. Jumpers, yes.
And Eric might be right. It might have been Dave. I sure don't remember.
So apparently, Retrotech you sent you something on Twitter, Joe.
What?
Retrotech you says sent you something on Twitter at Joe Computer Museum.
Rate limit exceeded. Sorry.
Oh,
Tweeter.
Now I have to go back to this guy.
And I'm back.
Yes, I have to set this to completed.
With a vengeance.
And Eric's Edge is saying it was Dave, Ron.
I know. I just said that.
Oh, did you? I'm sorry.
On
you guys talking about the W drive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have
Okay.
told it to Dave or something.
Yeah, I think I would have remembered, especially if it was
Right,
the old
I had an
screen, because
old one.
I don't have one.
I had an old one and a new one. I had an old priest and a new priest.
Yeah,
Oh,
Rabbi.
Ron, you sold me you sold me some other. Oh, you sold me a Vid HD that ended up not working.
Yeah, the Vid HD, and it was bad.
And then I ended up getting it and confirmed it was very bad.
Oh, was it really naughty?
It was naughty. It needed a spanking. The spanking! A spanking! It's time for spanking!
And I prefer converting the output to component for a modern screen, or doing just RGBS into a Trinitron,
Anytime.
or into that cool Sony flat screen.
Yes, those Sony flat screens are cool, regardless of what Joe says.
And I say a lot of weird stuff.
He does.
Those things are cool because they look like CRTs, just the way
They
that
do.
however they process them.
I wonder if you can get one of the Apple IIc disk switchers to work with the Apple III.
Green.
Well, the problem
Well,
is the
wider.
connector is different.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm mentioning you could do a some type of conversion on the cable to make it work.
Well, I can convert the disk port on the 3 into an Apple II connector, and that does work. But the problem is that say I put the Apple II switcher on there, I can then hook the floppy EMU to one side of it, but the other side is still now another Apple II connector. I don't know how to then hook that back into the real Apple III floppy drive.
Yeah.
And I asked Will about the adapter, and he doesn't think it'll work backwards. It's got a
One way.
chip on it that, yeah.
So I did what you did. So I took a what is it, 20 pin or 26 pin? 26 pin, I think it is, cable.
Yeah, on the 3.
Yeah, so I unhooked the internal drive and I put that wire out the back and plugged it into the port on the back. And then I took the floppy emu cable and put it into the case and plugged it into the onboard one where the normal drive goes. So I can use
that's
the
basically
emu
what I
as
have
drive
right now.
one. Yeah. But if I wanted to
and I
use the real drive, I can't really.
Well, what I added was an extension. So there's a 26 pin male to female, and the female hangs out the back. And then the cable from the floppy drive hangs out the back. And then I can just plug that in, and it acts as normal because it's now in the internal slot. Or I can unplug that, and I can plug that female connector into the
little
external
box
connector,
Yeah.
and then plug my adapter with the floppy emu into the hanging out cord.
Yeah.
And then that makes that drive 1 and the real drive 2.
Gotcha.
But I just think it's janky to have a ribbon cable that I have
All
to
the
swap
cables
around
out?
when I want to change that.
Yeah. It would be easier if there was something similar to the 2C switcher where you could just plug that in and just
That's
leave
what
it.
he's looking for,
Yeah.
Adam.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So
All
you
you
gotta
gotta
do
do
is
is
other
make one. Frank, just open up KiCad and just make it real fast. Come on, man.
I just thought of another idea though. I could exchange the internal Apple III floppy drive for a disk 2 mechanism, or just the analog board, and just hook that up to the other side of the 2C switcher, because it'll work as a disk 2 with that adapter.
Monterey.
Just don't know if it'll handle both drives off of one connector. It should.
I'm not sure.
So with
I don't know if the power draw would be an issue.
I don't know. I'll have to try it. It might work. Then I
doing
just have to push a
updates,
button. I
Gina?
can switch them.
Yeah, I'm doing updates.
And it would give me a spare Apple III just analog board.
Sloopy, what level are you on now?
He was on level not at his desk.
978,263.1.
I'm on level.
That
16.
seems like cheating.
Yeah, because it was
I gotta
on.
run because my owner is summoning me.
Okay.
Your owner?
Have a good one.
Have a good one, Javier. Thanks for joining.
She's pulling on the leash.
Yeah, it was at Monterey
can hook at
12.4.
the back,
so I'm
and there's a
upgrading it to
jumper you need to
12.6.7.
add 2 points on the board.
Katrina, what year is that iMac?
It's a 2015.
What is that for making it?
I'm not sure
Making
who he's
external
replying
primary?
to. Yeah.
It has
I'm not sure either.
It has an i7.
The thing is, I want to be able to use the real floppy drive also.
Sure.
It has an i7 3 gigahertz processor, 16 gigs of RAM, and a 3 terabyte Fusion drive.
Fusion.
Or
goody.
3.11, actually, it says. So.
Adam, so he's talking to you about to be able to run both drives. So you'd have to add a jumper to add 2 points on the board to run
make the
both
internal
drives.
connector act as 2 drive port, like similar to a Apple IIc internal port.
Yeah.
You don't have to jump that, and it works. I can try this because I can just take a disk 2 drive, a floppy emu, the adapter, and then the 2C switcher box thingy, and just try it out.
See
If
what
it
happens.
works, then I know it works.
Yeah.
I mean, I can always leave a disk 2 controller inside the Apple III, because who cares, as long as it works. I don't even understand why Apple even changed it. I guess only just to support 4 drives instead of 2.
Yeah.
But I'll play around with it. I don't ever plan to have more than 2 floppy drives, so that might be a solution.
Yeah.
And I can just do with the things that exist.
Exactly.
Yes,
Same thing.
this what I'm doing right now is in response to what he said on Twitter. Hi! Hello!
And yes, Retro, how about cats, huh? Yep, Bob just left.
I'm tired.
So maybe Joe knows, Adam. So
Oh,
the
God.
Apple,
This is what I need, more stress. What?
the other Apple III that came with
No,
this
that-
parallel card in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
What?
generic one.
What about it?
But will it actually work on the Apple III?
Hey, Eric.
It looks
Or do
like
you
an
think
Apple II
somebody
card to
just
me.
shoved it in there.
I know that
Um,
some parallel cards from the 2 will work in a 3, but I don't recognize a particular one. Never seen that one
Yeah,
before.
the only official card that was supposed to work with the Apple III, or parallel card that's supposed to work with the Apple III, was the official universal parallel card.
Mhm.
So you could probably get that to work in emulation mode as a parallel card for Apple II, as
Mm,
long as you put it in a slot that the Apple II emulation knew about.
sure.
But it's most likely an Apple II parallel card. And in that particular case, then awesome.
What do you think this 8-pin connector is for? It's got a giant square
It's
and
weird.
this side, giant
Yeah, it's
square. and
like a
you
little
out
sub.
43 years later and ask me questions I don't know the answers to.
Yes.
We'll ask him again tomorrow, Adam.
Okay.
So Jeremy,
I didn't
I'm
ask
gonna-
Joe about the Apple III disk drive thing because I know he's busy doing it.
I like them Apple threes.
So Jeremy, I don't know if you're a mod, so I'm gonna go to YouTube and just double check, and if so, if I can get this to load.
Mod,
You're talking about,
mod.
JVHS.
Mod man. Mod man.
Yeah, he's a mod. He
He's a
posted
mod.
his Discord link earlier.
Oh yeah, right. Okay, yeah. So go ahead
Oh.
and share your GoFundMe then. Yeah, that's right.
So
Hey, what's that?
I bought this Apple IIc printer accessory kit so that I can get the cable to be able to also print from the 2C. And it actually had shoved in the box a joystick card for like an
PC.
yeah PC. It was just in the
Like
box.
an ISA card?
Yeah, yeah,
That's
Yeah, it's-
weird.
yeah. It was just thrown in the box,
Bonus.
and I was like, "Well, that's funny."
Yeah.
Throw it away.
Hi, Eric. How long
This
you
was-
been there?
20 minutes.
60 years, give or take.
It's been a long week.
He's
Oh
been.
my
He was
God.
hiding behind the beard. That's why you didn't see him.
That's right.
I'm hiding behind this code.
Hey, Joe.
Yes, Mom.
This is the picture of the thing that I sent you the message about.
Picture of the thing.
Is that a
Glad
Snickers
it's well
bar?
lit.
Hold on, we'll give Sloopy's a nightmare for a second.
What was the GoFundMe for, by the way? I missed it.
Jeremy's
this is for
fun to
Jeremy.
go to VCF.
Do not
Oh,
currently have a
VCF
use
West.
for those, Sloopy.
Gotcha.
No. I'm trying to think. I don't use a lot of stuff with PLCCs on it.
Yeah, I bought 100 dips because I needed them, but they
Hey,
sent me.
I'm the only dip anyone ever needs.
Dippin'
Dip
Dot.
shiz. Okay, moving on.
You're the dip of my life, Joe.
Aw,
Dip,
thank
dip,
you.
dip, dip.
You put the dip in
Dip, dip,
the
dip,
something.
dip, 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 cheat
The
day.
dip.
You put the
Who
dip,
put the
in
dip in the dip?
I love this group. You're all so random and just wherever.
Who was that?
Did
man?
it, did it,
I'd
did
like
it,
to
did
shake
it,
his
J
hand.
Max.
Squirrel.
You know, I have ADHD, which is attention deficit. Hey, donuts.
Yeah, you and me both, Sloopy.
Oh man.
I love the shiny. Whatever. Any
So
shiny.
it's doing
There's
the upgrade
Johnny.
to 12.6.7 now. So
It's so
10
exciting.
hours later.
yeah. Although it's funny because like it said 20 minutes when I went to go, and then I started patting poor Casper because he's there on the bed going, "You and Opie are in the living room, and I'm here all by my lonesome."
Well, you get off his little fluffy butt and go visit.
You are on my lonesome mind.
So I had, and he was showing me his belly, so I had to give him belly rub.
You don't have to, but
Well.
I understand. I mean,
He was looking so cute, I couldn't say no.
Ooh.
So I was talking, so I've been ordering for the past little bit from, for customers, stuff from Canada Computers, which Retro Techie should go on a huge rant about in the chat.
No solid state drives though.
yeah, seems like a real unforced error there, Trina.
But so for the past while I've been ordering, and they've been asking me to pay for the pickups, which I thought, okay, that's fine, great. I just go and pick it up and I don't have to worry about paying for it. And then when I ordered the monitor for the customer for the Mac Mini, it didn't ask me to pay. So I asked the girl today, I said, what happened? How come I wasn't asked to pay? She said, it's because we had so many people pay for something and then never come to pick it up. Like, why would you pay for something and then not go and pick it up? I don't understand.
That's really weird.
Why would you stop charging? It's free money.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
it's called profit.
The problem is that, as she said, it created a lot of issues for the people who process the payments, because then they'd have to refund it because the person never came. And the best part is, so when you paid, you were given 5 days to go pick up the items. So plenty of time. But now they've gone back to you have 2 days. So
Yeah.
I preferred the 5 days. Like, let me pay for it ahead of time.
My
Why don't they
policy
just
would
make it
be
5
you have
days?
7 days to pick your item up, and if you don't pick it up in 7 days, no refunds.
Yeah.
You just have to come
Right.
and get it.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
And if you don't come and pick it up in 30 days, it's automatically restocked, and that's it. And if you want to do a
Yeah.
chargeback with your credit card company, go through all the trouble of doing the chargeback.
But otherwise,
Oh.
it's a restock fee.
Yes. Otherwise, it's 100%
Yeah.
restock.
The cost
fee.
of the item is a restock fee.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess if you're ordering so much stuff, you forget what you order sometimes. Like maybe.
But
that
they
was the
said
reason.
they send you both an email and a text, and then you get a reminder email and text. Hey, your item's still here.
But who reads those things?
You can't
Honestly.
Plus,
protect
who reads
people.
Canadian?
You can't protect
Canadian?
people against them or from themselves. That's what
That doesn't
Yeah.
sound
I don't know how
right.
to read.
Blah, I'll get it out.
Come on, babe.
Oh, I know.
Hey.
People are people.
There we go. There we go, Gigi. There we go for retro techie. Kitty, kitty.
It's like I complain about people who set up the appointments to come pick up their laptops, and then just never show up.
That's fine.
Yeah, they paid you.
Well, it's for the hospital, so unfortunately, no.
That's why.
Well,
you always
technically,
have the
they're getting
convenience
paid
fee.
because it's
Yeah.
the hospital.
Yeah. But the best part
That's
is like they're setting it up on their time. Like, we're not telling them that you have to come this day at this time. They set it up with like, okay, I should be free this day, this time.
Does their salary or compensation get docked in any way because they didn't pick it up?
No.
There you go.
Yeah. I told
Are
her.
they still able to do their job without it?
Yes, but horribly.
There you go.
Yeah, I know.
And by the way, Retro Techie did respond to your.
Oh, I know.
Thing.
I saw. I was waiting for that.
Sleepy.
I knew as soon as I said Canada Computers, that's the response I would get. So
Overpriced
yeah,
garbage.
where are you tonight, Adam?
He's outside.
I'm at home.
Oh, okay.
I just decided to join from the patio rather than the dungeon.
Fair enough.
I
Dungeon.
didn't feel like working on anything. I was watching
Why
Star
the hell
Trek
did
and
you
then
pay Priority Man?
Oh, I gotta watch the latest episode of Strange New Worlds.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
I got-
great.
I just watched it at like 7:30. It was
Yeah.
good.
I am Erica Ortegas. I fly the ship.
Yes.
It's nice that they're finally giving her something to do besides turn around and be a smartass.
But that was cool.
I'm not saying that. I'm just like, yay! Finally, we're developing her character more than past that.
Yep.
I haven't seen it yet, but I've seen screenshots, and I'm like, yay! They're doing what they should do.
I didn't watch it yesterday because I went to go see Indy 5.
And
I'm
I
sorry.
liked it.
Good.
Thought
I
it was
heard
pretty
some
good.
people.
You liked it? Oh, you've lost all credibility now.
Some people.
Oh, no.
There was like a lot of critics out there saying that was horrible, but then everybody that
I'm
watched it,
messing with
I
you.
know that's watched it, said it's great.
I want to know if these people have seen all the other Indiana Jones movies because
Well, the
it's
only one
the
that was
I'm just
same
telling you,
Skull.
silly,
Crystal Skull.
silly
That's
thing.
the best one. Crystal Skull.
Oh,
100%.
Crystal Skull.
100%
Crystal Skull could be
Skull.
okay if they just got rid of
Skull.
one scene and rewrote another 3 scenes.
Oh yeah.
Last Crusade it was a very good one. I did like the Last Crusade.
That was good.
So what was the Family Guy meme where Stewie's like, "Lady only here 'cause she humping director," talking about the what was it, the Temple
Kate
of Doom?
Capshaw.
Yeah.
But they
What was
weren't.
the one
they
where they
weren't
ate the monkey
married or
brain?
anything. Yeah, that's Temple of Doom.
Temple of Doom.
And
That's what I thought.
Kate Capshaw. They weren't together yet at that point. But they got together after that because both Spielberg and Lucas were both going through a divorce at that time. for the production of that.
The Romulans are still in Toronto.
I can't comment on that. I might be a Romulan myself.
Oh, you're something,
You're a
right?
I'm a scroll. I'm gonna change it up.
Thanks,
I'm a
Joe.
scroll.
Love
Hey.
you too.
Did you say Romulan?
Mwah.
Can you make me big for a
Punchy.
second?
Yeah, just bear with me 1 second,
Sure.
Eric, and I totally will.
I'll be right
Restart my
back. I
computer.
gotta go fix my broken beer glass.
Okay.
Did you say
Put
fix
you
my
here.
broken beer glass?
Yeah, it was empty.
It's got a hole in
So
it.
Joe might recognize this mistake, but
Okay, let me make it big.
do you see what I did here?
Does that programming language not use that format?
It's HyperTalk,
Yeah.
and
you
I
written
did
JavaScript?
I did a C function statement
Yeah.
and terminated. Put the semicolon on the end of it.
That's hilarious.
Sean Action Retro.
How'd I have it?
Oh,
No,
hey,
The
Sean.
answer to your question is
Hey,
yes,
Sean
I do
Action
know that.
Retro.
I'm like,
I still have
HyperTalk
to.
didn't understand what
I
I
gotta
was doing.
get caught up on Sean's videos.
You can unmake me big.
Ooh, code.
You're big in our hearts, Eric.
Look at all that shiny code.
Sean of
Shiny
Action.
code.
Shiny.
Yeah, I'm approaching the limits of the scripting I can do. But
Sounds like
I
Twitter.
need more functions. I need to add more.
I
Sounds
just
like
caught up
Twitter.
with you,
We
Sloopy.
would've- They should have added more functions in the last 40 years.
I might get caught up
Hey,
Sunday
Genji.
on Action Retro's videos. After I
Retro
go buy
Techie,
another fan.
kitty.
The next
I don't have any
the next
kitties.
Titan board set to ship out is for one Adam McGowie, and I happen to have
good.
one set left built.
Oh, good. That's a good coincidence. I don't have any kitties here, but I just discovered today that there's a little family of rabbits that have lived they're living under the porch.
You give them some carrots or something?
They're eating the garden. That's why they like the porch, because the garden is right next to the porch.
Oh, so then you are giving them some food then.
Is that how
Kinda.
you? Is that how you found out they were there? Were they in the garden?
I was sitting out here this afternoon, and this little baby bunny was sitting there trying to eat a tomato off the vine.
Did you let it?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
Is your neighbor Mr. McGregor?
Oh no.
His neighbor's Steve.
Yeah.
Sean says he heard that Meta used HyperTalk to write the new Threads app.
I just saw that
Yeah,
comment. Yeah.
It should work beautifully.
No,
It works
Sean.
about as good as Twitter does right now.
Sean, that would
I've heard
be-
people
that
are
would
running
be
into rate
you.
limits on there already.
Yeah, Joe. Probably, maybe. I don't know.
Well, they had to scale that thing up because 30 million people signed up in one day, and it's like somebody was complaining. It says rate limit, and they're like, "Well, dude, like, everybody is trying to sign up at the same time. Give it a minute."
Yeah.
Joe, we can't see your shipping cam. It's just a black screen.
It's just the darkness with
He's
the
shipping
creaky
in the dark.
noises.
Yeah.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
He's teasing
Maybe-
Retro Techie.
He does. He doesn't want anybody to see my shipping address.
Okay.
Hey, Genji. On the evil, well, kind of.
He's
evil
Raven.
He's probably throwing
So-
crazy things into the box.
Maybe I should
Yeah,
add
he's
the,
googling eyeing everything.
I could add Joe in a shipping station or in a cave inside.
Or
the,
I just gave him a bad
adventure
idea.
game.
Yep. Do it.
And all it
I have
does
no
is
idea what's wrong with my shipping cam. It just randomly stopped working.
It was
gonna
doing
say it was working earlier.
We had it on. It went in and out a couple times
Ah.
earlier.
That's
Look,
like
it's a
better off
kitty,
dead when he says,
everybody.
"I have to get to a cave right now."
Yeah.
This is the old girl
bl-
Ginger.
The blue
one of the,
scuzzy bat cave.
Original 2 cats that we got when we've had after the house fire.
There we go.
Hey, now we can see it.
This is Joe's week of everything doesn't work.
Oh,
Everything
Yeah, like
doesn't
earlier,
look
I saw
right.
the sadness on your face earlier, Joe, when your microphone
By the way,
was working.
Joe, there's blue pills for that as well.
I have a whole box of them, Trina.
The blue pills go on the
Joe.
blue scuzzies.
This is what you really
Right.
need. You need one of these.
No, I can't drink alcohol, unfortunately.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. My bad.
Contra-
Yeah, he has that drinking problem where he pours it in his ear.
yeah.
What is? What are you? What are you, a Ferengi?
I don't drink either. I got stomach ulcers.
Oh,
It's very unpleasant.
Yes.
I only have about
I am
one beer a
from
week.
Omsk.
Yeah.
I have about. I lost count of beers a week.
That's when we need to get you into a facility.
Don't you mean just AA?
No.
Well, we
Apples
need to-
Anonymous?
What we need to
Exactly.
Now that
need to
we
make
know
sure
that
you're
you're
not gonna,
going
like,
there,
fall
it's
over and
not really
die first.
anonymous anymore, is it?
That's right.
Right. Sorry. What was that, Joe?
What?
We were all talking at the same time.
I was making a snide comment. I don't remember what it is. Let's move on.
Okay.
No,
Trina.
I literally don't remember what I said.
Question, Trina.
Yo.
Snide.
How much time's left in that thingy?
It doesn't actually say.
Oh, it doesn't.
How
It's all
updated
blurry
is
to
your
us.
updater?
It just has a bar that's
Trina, it just
slowly.
looks like we're
Oh.
watching the moon or something.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. I
There
don't
it
know
goes. There
why.
it goes.
I don't know why it won't focus.
It took
Yeah,
the blue
I mean-
pill.
All you got to
Got a little
do
bit
is
bigger.
get the camera lined up with the screen, where it's not like
Yeah,
at an
but-
angle,
Yeah,
With,
I
like
can't.
the edge
in
of the
front of it.
screen off, like at a different focal length from the
Okay.
screen.
Let me turn the screen a bit. See if that helps.
Adam,
Just
Yeah.
you will be
focus.
glad to know that this
Yeah.
Titan set also has a slight manufacturing defect, just for you.
Oh, good.
No, it functions. The jumper here is a larger size than normal because I manufactured it using a different earlier process.
That's fine. My universal video adapter has a backwards part. That's the one you built on stream. So I like that one too.
Yep.
Ooh, look at
Oh,
that.
it
wasn't
was
focused for a
focused.
second.
Yeah, I know.
Appreciate that.
It's not an apple. That's an orange.
Man, I cannot.
It's
Hey, Sloopy, how do you on level 16? How do you get back over to the other side? I sure don't remember. I did it on my stream. I ought to just here. Let me queue up my stream.
Corn
real fast.
Tips Guz Ardo.
Go there, go there. Go there.
Basically, you go over and you hit the checkpoint, the second down on the right. And
Yeah,
I went up and around the top. You have to hit like the very right edge of the square in the middle, and while you're already moving right.
yeah.
I think in your stream, Ron, you went on top of that bar that's right in front of you.
Yeah, that's what I was like. This little bar that I just bounced off of.
Yeah,
That
That
there?
one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what you're supposed to do, but I sure can't figure out. Oh, that's how I did it.
That's, yeah,
couldn't
you
even
had to
get up
kind of
there. I went
swirl.
up. Yeah, I went up on the top.
You gotta keep moving.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like
See,
how you said you couldn't figure it out as you figured it out.
in your
That's what always
stream,
works. though.
whenever you
Retro-
got stuck, it was because you didn't go for it.
Retro
That's
tech
exactly
like
right.
a
There,
whole
all I need to
cocktail of
all I
medication.
need to do is hold my hand here, and it will stay focused.
Oh,
It's
So you're
my
out of
focus,
focus,
Not really.
Trina.
Trina, you see
It's
how
not
you've got
focused.
like dead
Um,
space off the
Yeah.
edge of the monitor there that's a different focal length in the screen?
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ron, I find that the best thing is that it
Still
seems to go. It seems to flow better if you constantly are moving forward, as
Yeah.
opposed to like stopping and starting.
Yep.
It's sort of like you need to take the advice of the movie Meet the Robinsons, like keep moving forward.
Right.
guys, you're missing the most important solution to the problem on this level, and it's you have to type in porn tips Guzardo.
No, I'm not going to click on that link. Thanks.
Yes,
Adam is the
Yeah.
only one who got the joke.
Yeah,
Oh, I
probably-
got the joke. I'm just like,
Yeah.
no.
Can I get a rebroadcast for those of us that didn't catch the original?
What?
It's a. I'll let Joe explain it.
Porn tips Guzardo is the universal cheat code for SimCity 2000.
Oh, I never played SimCity.
Oh, I
So
never
the
played
joke
it.
was you had to type in the cheat code.
Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah, I remember typing
The
that
joke's
code
not
so I
funny
could
if I
make
have
it
to
like
explain it.
Yeah.
all the.
Well,
I
the
didn't
joke
It's not
is-
good if you have to explain.
Joe, just
Yeah,
don't
you
make
could
such
like make all the all the what are the things called, like the earthquake and the UFO and the fires all come at the same time, do all kinds of crazy stuff. It was cool.
Yeah, Joe. I didn't hear the joke. It wasn't that I didn't get it. I didn't hear it.
Huh?
Exactly.
Ron, try typing XYZZY.
Oh, okay. Well, I did that, and then all that happened was a bunch of Rush songs played.
Oh wait, you're using a Logitech controller.
Oh, there's your problem.
That's your problem.
Almost, Ron.
It's okay. I'll
YYZ,
get it.
which is a reference to Toronto's airport.
It is.
And the opening beat is the Morse code for YYZ.
That's not what I said, though. That's what Ron said.
I know.
Yeah.
I
wanted to make a yes joke.
Forget it.
By the way,
of course.
To answer your question,
owner of
earlier,
baloney art.
Yes.
I have 6 minutes. It finally came over
Until you self-destruct, until
turns into a pumpkin.
6 minute abs.
0, 0,
Yes.
destruct 0. Thanks to
I haven't
Kay,
heard
now
that in a
everybody
long time.
knows.
6 minute abs.
Oh, that's
6 minutes.
What about 5 minute abs?
wow.
No, you can't do it in 5 minutes.
Oh my god, what the hell was it? I did this. What the heck was the fit? So I tried this one fitness thing one time, and oh my god, I couldn't even get past the warm up. What the hell was it called? Oh, insanity workout. Good god.
Well, yeah.
Wait, are you saying? Are
Holy
you
shit.
saying?
It kind of explains it all there.
Yeah, but you know, I
But-
couldn't even do the freaking warm up. Jesus.
But Frank, wait, are you saying? Wait, that a Jewish person isn't good at sports?
Oh,
I don't think that's the first
Plus,
revelation.
there's a whole
of that.
leaflet about Jewish sports heroes. All you got to do is take an airplane ride, and you'll hear all about it, Trina.
Oh, okay.
Oh man.
Oh, Jesus, bro.
Please, no, I'm teasing you.
juicym.-1.com.
JCM-1.com. Buy stuff today, please.
Thingamaboob.
So
Let
how
me
close?
retire.
How close are you now with that $10 off sale to retiring?
yeah.
Nowhere near close enough.
I love the laugh. So okay.
The Blue 01K.
Hey, Bella.
Blue 01K. Yeah.
What's up, girl? You want to come on
401
stream
Blue.
for Retro Techie, Bella?
Shit fire.
I need my map.
Oh shit fire.
Hey, Betty. You coming over too, honey?
See, the real solution is would be service agreements. And I just don't know what service agreement I could sell to people for old 8-bit computers. So
You just do a PCB of the month.
That's right.
a service agreement that does not require me to do work.
I did it.
I didn't say you
Well,
had to do work.
Yeah, just
You
send the
just send them
PCB,
a
not the
picture.
parts.
No,
I'll
no,
send
not
them
even the
Gerbers.
piece. You just
Yeah.
send them the Gerber files.
There you go.
Didn't you send this to me last month? Oops, sorry.
Pick a card, any
It-
card.
You should
It's
do
our
in a
look
special
back
thing in
to the year.
September. It should be like "Oops, alt handy."
Oh,
Another
Yeah.
case.
This is
Trina, it's
revision
Casper.
1.1.
Oh, you're Casper. Okay. I'm like, wait,
Yep.
what? I'm looking behind me going, where's Casper?
Definitely wouldn't be yours. I always sees a blob on your screen right now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Right. Well,
Might as well
actually,
take a
believe
blob.
it or not, though, the size of Casper, that's all you would see is a blob on the screen.
Believe it or not, you're
Hey, I
walking
did
on air.
it.
Very chunky blob.
Trina, did you invite Mike?
Yes, I did. He's working. tonight.
Oh, that stinks.
Yeah, I know. He said if I was still going when he got home, he'd join in. But I don't know what time he's off.
Should be
Frodo,
soonish.
Yes, sir.
Retro Tech,
Yeah.
you have a question about your ulcers.
From
Oh,
Mike's
I
Mac
tried to
Shack.
answer him earlier. Yes, Mike from Mike's Macashaka. I take omeprazole and a few other medications that I have to do for the ulcers.
And he's probably going to watch what he
He
eats and
shoots
drinks.
cocaine directly into his eyeballs. Retro Techie. Thanks for asking.
Hey, now,
That's
I
nice.
lost it all at the White House.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, if you
Awesome.
try to do eye shots,
It's
you
really
should
old.
Whose cocaine was it?
Been there.
Well, I like how they're playing it off like it's a very common room. A lot of people are through there. You can't just walk into the White House and go wherever the hell
No.
you
It
feel
definitely
like
belongs
well,
to somebody
actually-
that works in the White House, but it could have been the janitor. Could have been the janitor.
You never know. Could have been.
I was just going to say, did you
Probably
see
works
January?
late.
Did you see January 6th? Apparently you can.
Not in the White House.
No,
That's
that's
the White
the
House,
Capitol
not-
building.
That was
Not
the Capitol building.
It's different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's way different. Yeah, you're not even gonna get through the gate out of the White House.
Trina, did you feel anything? It says earthquake strikes northern New York.
No.
Well, that was New York.
Well, that was New York.
Well, I know, but
What are you doing?
she's
Yeah,
close to
I'm
the
close-
south
I'm
of
close
Canada,
to-
and the north of New York.
That's true.
But no, I
I'm
didn't.
close to New York, but on the
I
west
mean,
side.
I felt the
Yeah.
earthquake a couple times, but that's not due to earthquakes.
See,
That's due to what we were talking
No.
about the other night.
Oh Lord!
Oh goodness. I felt my house shake earlier when we had
Dude.
some thunderstorms.
Yeah, so there was quite a bit of hail here. But what's so weird is the thunderstorm was only for like 5 minutes, and then it was gone, and then the sun was out shining. Very weird weather.
We had a couple hours of thunderstorms, and then off and on, more on than off, but no hail, thankfully. Although it was some serious, booms in there that actually scattered the cats a couple times.
That's a nice.
Yeah,
my
PPIs
cats,
and Carafat are for stomach ulcers.
Mhm.
Oh, that's right. My brother's talking drugs.
We had all those storms a few days ago. You guys are just getting them now.
well,
Well,
keep,
It's been
thanks.
such weird
Appreciate it.
weather.
keep them coming up
Yeah.
to Toronto. That's all I'm saying, because we could use them.
It's
Then
been
you
Are
keep your
you-
air
are-
up there, and you keep your air, and we'll give you all the storms you want.
That's right.
Okay.
Spanish Inquisition. I
Um,
screwed it up.
Nobody
Is-
expects
I
it.
think Ron and Sloopy are on the same level.
Do I hear a little echo?
Echo.
Echo.
Okay.
It's gone. No,
Nope, I hear it.
Yeah, it's there.
hold on. We're gonna mute Joe for a sec.
Testing.
Test. Check.
There we go. Yeah, it's,
It's
Joe.
Joe.
Don't make him shake his head again. That guy's been through enough.
This
Yeah.
in technology this week is out to increase my blood pressure.
Well, it's not just
Just-
technology. It was the lack of
Angry up my
technology
blood.
on behalf of your power company.
Joe,
You-
we're gonna have to downgrade you to an
Your
etch
watch
sketch.
is saying high blood pressure,
You need to apply more electrons.
unusual heart rate detected.
So, Frank, I got a question for you.
Hello.
When are you going to be streaming from your new place?
I did
doing it
last
right now.
Sunday.
Doing it right now. This is a green screen.
That's right. I just like the
Oh,
way
I
the
didn't- I
shitty
was
old
not
place
You
looks.
should really do that. Take
Yeah.
a
The
picture of
empty
it.
closet looks great.
I was
Um,
nerding last Sunday.
Sunday on Dave Street, I joined from the new house. I was over
There
there.
we go.
But we still have a few other things to move from this house. But I've pretty much got everything out. Like I reset back up my desk and the computer just so that I had something to use while I'm
And you
here.
got looks like you got your networking over there too.
Oh yeah, that's the switch up here on the shelf.
Okay, let's upgrade.
Yeah, I
some
got a fiber
memory.
cable runs from the network rack in the basement, comes up through.
Joe, my
Mine
brother
would-
said this week was enough to turn Joe Amish.
Living
Technologically
in an
Amish.
Amish
He's close.
paradise.
He's close.
No
Oh,
He
electricity
doesn't have
needed.
to. Yeah, he doesn't have to move. He's right there.
Here's the funny thing. My husband says that with my beard, I look Amish.
Mhm.
You just
Doesn't the
need
beard
the
have to
black
be
outfit.
like Eric length for that?
Hey, Joe, you should go upstairs later and be like, "Hello, English."
He's not home right now. He's at his mom's house.
Ask
Just
him if
throw
he
a little
wants to-
German
Just
in
say
there
it to
when
my
you
son.
say it.
in
Gonna
reflection
churn a
of
little
hair.
butter later. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Would you like to turn some butter later? Okay, so it's updated.
This is
Uh,
Amish paradise.
We're all done. The iMac
Hey,
works.
Ron, you're supposed to go up. You're supposed
Wait,
to
wait,
go
are
No,
you
I'm
really
doing my
done,
best.
Gina?
What's that?
Are you really
I'm doing
done?
my best.
No,
you
I
tested
gotta,
it?
I gotta do a MacBook
Oh
Pro.
my
That's
now.
a hard level.
No, I
It
meant
is
the
hard.
iMac.
This is tough.
Yeah.
So I'm taking a death. As long as I come in under, because there's only 3 levels left. So as long as I come in under 700, I'm money ahead.
It's an improvement.
So, are you keeping that iMac, Trina? Or are you selling it?
You
I've
should
already
shave it and
sold
just
it.
leave mutton chops.
Oh.
Oh God, no.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
it is. The answer to that question. I mean, I must have
She
missed
sold it
so
before she left her
I could
work.
do that.
I sold it to a guy at work, so it's already been sold.
Dang.
How much you get for the $100 iMac?
I'm getting enough. That's all I'm saying.
She's getting a little something, something.
She's
that's for
getting.
Just the
Getting
tip.
Just the tip.
Ooh, what?
No, he can keep the tip. Thanks.
Oh, I lost track of where
Chips?
I was at.
I got lots of chips.
Chips.
Alcohol, tobacco, and firearms.
Chippies.
CHIBZ chips.
All right, let's take the iMac down.
I wanna hit it with a hammer.
See, it's been so hot, muggy this week. I haven't wanted to do anything with these computers. So
Got to get that central air.
Did I stay?
yeah, talk to my
Computers are
landlord.
so
Talk to my landlords on that one.
You mother effer.
Yeah, I was
You're
reading an
living-
article where people are saying like, in order to save money on air conditioning, you know, on the energy from air conditioning, is that you got to run your house when you're not home, leave it at 85. When you
No.
are home, leave it at like, 80 or something, and then when you go to bed at night, put it at like 79 or whatever. I'm like,
No.
that's was
No,
way
72.
too hot.
How about no?
72?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
not
leave
doing
mine at
that.
73.
How
I
about
think my,
Just pay the bill.
How about
The
let
upstairs-
me introduce you to the only word in English that can be used as all parts of language, parts of speech.
Is that the F one?
From the German word
that's a
Fine.
to
universal.
strike.
F is for friends who
Oh,
stuck together.
does anyone
Is for
does
you.
anyone have a 2015 15-inch MacBook Pro they don't want?
A hoodie, buddy.
No.
You should ask for like other things that are like everybody's just got laying around. Like anybody like a couple Altairs laying around. You just go and send them.
Go fish.
I got an ENIAC back here.
Has anybody got any?
No, it
Trina.
just dawned on me that the speakers in this one are shot, so I need to get another set of speakers.
Keep
for it.
your eyes peeled on the backstage here coming up.
I
Yeah, you
know
may-
somebody
I mean,
who's got a
Honestly,
PDP
Trina,
11.
you could
Speakers.
probably reach out to like Jay or maybe Steve or something. They probably have some.
Well, I'm gonna. Yeah,
Hardware.
I got a couple.
Just buy
people
the
I can reach
speakers. You don't need a whole computer for just the speakers.
No, but I'm just saying. That's why I'm like, if anybody had like a machine that was a
Parts
dead
board.
motherboard or
This
something,
is really gay.
Yeah, parts board.
Oh.
right? Like a part.
No, I only got a MacBook Air.
Yeah, I bet you Jay probably have plenty of stuff.
Yeah.
We'll have to check. We'll have to check under the seats of the buggy.
Oh, you said
Yeah.
to keep an eye out on the backstage. What's up?
Oh yeah. Steve's probably gonna come on. He said.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I have it. I have it now. I changed one of my settings so it notifies me when somebody pops in. So that way I don't have.
Oh, they
people
have
just-
that? I didn't even know that was an option.
California.
Yeah. And StreamYard they have that
Yes.
option. So.
Oh, I must have added it because I never
Oh,
saw
you
it.
should tell Dave.
It'll make a little bong to let you know.
Bong.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
Trina
Was that
posted it in
expensive
the
piece?
Thingy.
Ta-da! And we're back up. Okay, so I booted off my flashy drive, or my. I gotta double check this though.
Oh.
I think Monterey is the last you can put on these ones.
What year is it?
If you
It's a
You
2015 MacBook
open
Pro.
core, you can go higher.
Yeah. I'm
Don't
not
sell
gonna-
don't sell a machine to somebody with open core on it.
Well, it's a client's machine actually, but yeah, I'm just gonna put
Oh
on.
no.
I'm just putting on. But I gotta get.
Yeah, I would do
into-
that for my own machines, but I would never
Yeah.
hand that off to
Yeah.
somebody
Oh,
unless they ask
there we
for
go.
What,
I see a Steve. Hold on, Steve. Let me add you.
Where? Where?
Well,
There
you
you
did
is.
just sell.
Steve.
Hey,
Oh my
Steve.
God.
Looking up for this?
Yes.
it. Is that Steve from Mac
Well,
84?
I'm actually
What?
surprised Trina's still going considering it's 10 p.m.
Yeah, but I took today off, so I had
Interrupt my
plenty of
beauty
time to
sleep.
sleep in, take a nap in the
Ah.
afternoon,
And you're off tomorrow then, apparently.
and I'm off tomorrow. Yeah. I
Oh,
took today as
okay.
a vacation.
No,
I took today as
Trina's
a
off
vacation.
every day.
Yeah, no, I took today as a
That's-
vacation day. So
She is
Steve, what is new and
definitely-
exciting in your world?
Nothing. I haven't been doing anything new or exciting. You couldn't tell for the past like month and a half. Oop.
well, you did have that great stream with Hi.
Yes, and I did get
That was
I got a oscilloscope thingy, but I kind of don't want to look at your board anymore, Adam. I'm sorry.
I don't understand why.
Only been staring at it for probably
God.
accumulated
That's
6 or
awesome.
7 hours.
I mean, all
Steve, I
it
have a
does
question
is
about that. There were 2 boards. One of them had been recapped by somebody else
Yeah.
badly.
Yep.
Is that the board, or is it the other
Uh,
board?
Honestly, the only way I could tell the difference is one has all the disgusting stuff underneath. That one's the one that doesn't work. I forget which
Okay,
one
I don't
was
remember
recapped
which one was
before because
that.
I just ended up recapping both of them.
You should start using toe tags like they do in the morgue.
Well, I put stickers on them, but the stickers come off when you ultrasonically clean it.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, one of them I got locally, and it had been recapped. The guy didn't recap it. I bought it from. He said his friend recapped it, whatever that means. But he didn't remove any of the goo when he recapped it, so it worked
Right.
when I got it. But then it went. So it's
Yeah.
probably the one that you were able to fix.
That
Yeah,
means
The other
that
one
you
was the
have
one
to
I
be
got.
able to admit it.
That crusty one, I think, is the one I got from VCF last year. That is the one I bought.
Oh,
I
you said
bought
Krusty
because-
the Cloud. No, okay.
Yeah,
It had that was when they had the Power PC card in it.
yeah,
That's why I bought it.
this one that worked right away. There were a few traces I had to fix. By the startup circuitry, there were a few things, and then by
Joe is
the,
normal.
by the ADB port, there were a few things too.
Hmm.
Oh, and by
There-
another
No
trace
such
by the
thing as
sound.
normal.
So,
I mean, that's
Wait,
what my
did you-
psychiatrist always told me to tell myself.
but this is the second board. So there you go.
Nice.
The
Stickers,
Yeah.
what would you get?
Did you
He's
stop
like,
playing
and
the
I
game,
didn't- I-
Slippy?
I didn't send you a cash card. I guess I didn't.
I didn't see it in the box. I mean, I kept everything in the box because I knew I'd lose it if I didn't. So-
You can send me the cash card as long as it has cash.
I might have
in it.
left.
That's right.
I might have left it in the 2CI case. I will have to look.
Okay, yeah. Let me know. I'll check again. There was a lot of wrapping, but I didn't see anything else in there.
I might have thrown it away too because I think it was shorted, and I think it was what blew up one of the other computers.
Well,
So I might have
That's
just
a
been
bad
like, this is
thing.
evil.
maybe it shorted this.
Maybe.
Oh Lord.
I would be
That's
surprised
rough.
if the CPU was hosed on this one, but
Oh, it's
I guess we'll
closed.
find out.
I was kind of watching Sloopy to see who could get through this level first. You were Ron.
What you playing there,
Snoop-
Ron?
Snoopy's had enough. Look at him.
This is the
Oh no!
Blob blob.
Blah, blah,
He did the
blah,
he
blah,
did the
blah.
interview last night. Him and Eric.
Oh yeah, I meant to watch that during work, and then my day, which is supposed to have no meetings, all of a sudden I was in meetings all day. So yay!
Yeah, that's what.
Steve,
That's what
you
my
can
day
keep
tomorrow is going
that.
to start out. An hour meeting first thing in the morning.
Well, that sounds.
Oh,
It's Steve. You can keep that 2CI board as a channel donation.
You always donate such nice things to me.
Our
only
generous
thing that's
benefactor.
You know,
Hey,
Steve,
Ginge.
I think if you looked very carefully at that board with a microscope, you'd find the middle finger.
You mean a hammer? Who microscopically etched "F.U. Steve" onto this board?
Might make a good parts board. Maybe you can salvage like the swim and
Yeah,
some
and
other things,
I know Justin had a problematic 2CI, so maybe it'll end up that way. But maybe I'll get a crazy hair at my ass and try and fix it. Who knows?
well, that's why you had to go to the doctor
All right.
last time. I wouldn't do that again.
It was just an ingrown hair, Ron. You were being a baby about it.
I'm just happy you were able to fix one of them because I just need one to test that stupid Power PC card. I have still never not been able to test.
Oh yeah. I'll I did take during the testing. I took the ADB and the clock chip off of it, so I'll just put those back on. But it was happy. The one set of memory. Sorry that I'm using this space to update everybody, but one of those sets of memory, like it'll just error out as soon as I boot it. So I don't know if it's just the RAM sticks are bad or the other set was fine. So
I'm still waiting for one update. Which scope did you buy?
oh, it was Gut Bomb donated one to me. It was a USB powered one.
oh
They
no!
plugged it into the
awesome.
computer.
That was nice.
The box is upstairs. I literally have not had time to unbox it though.
Ew.
Do it right now, or you're no longer my friend.
If I plug one more USB device into this Mac Pro, I think it's going to short circuit.
Oh,
Johnny
Now
Five.
you really have to do it.
Yeah.
I've been fussing with image writers. Ron knows.
So when are you?
I
when are you-
offered to loan you mine. See, I've got a nice Tektronix 4-channel.
It is nice. I think the
I
one I
thought that
have.
was a microwave.
You put the Pop Tarts in.
Just for the hot pockets.
Yeah, the Hot Pockets rather.
Yeah.
This is
No
red.
longer the sleeve.
My name is Dave. This poem makes no sense. Microwave.
Microwave.
I'm trying to find some sucker that says, "Ooh, Tektronix," and buy it so that they'll give me a large amount of money so I can get something made this century.
It's
In
like 100
Philadelphia,
megahertz.
it's worth $50.
Sloopy, is it 100 megahertz?
Yes. It's an
2-channel, 4-channel.
I'm gonna
Four
go get the
channel.
box.
Nice.
Oh, 4
Yeah,
It's
channel.
a,
4-channel 100 megahertz is great for just tinkering around with stuff.
Yeah.
It's like a
It's,
quadraphonic Blaupunkt.
You've
Yeah,
already
it's-
received. You've already received it. Oh, he's muted himself. I was
Yeah,
gonna
it's a
say he's already
TDS
received it.
224, 100 megahertz, 4-channel.
The tube in it good?
Yeah, works fine. It doesn't have a tube. It's an LCD.
Yeah, it's a
Oh.
newer one.
Yeah, it's a newer one. It's
Newer, older.
That's fancy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's early 90s.
It's a.
I used to have
newer
a
one.
Heathkit oscilloscope that had a round CRT in it. It's
Exactly,
made in 1958.
Yeah, I used to have a bunch of scopes. I actually had a 500 kilohertz scope that was a CRT. Sold it to a
I didn't know
friend
how
of
to
mine.
use it for anything when I had it, though. I just hooked it up to the stereo so it would play waveforms from the music.
Yeah, that's what he used it for. But I also used to have the Fluke 123 scope meter. I actually have a 2-channel scope card in my HP
One,
Logic
two,
Analyzer.
3, scope meter.
Dun, 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 dun,
It's-
scope meter.
Put that up a little bit. There we go. Look at this. You can actually see the screen on this one.
And then I
Oh,
also
boy.
have I also have an 18 gigahertz HP scope, 4-channel
Ship
scope.
that to me now. You have my address.
Sure.
Pretty please, he says.
Sure, for
You want it?
$35,000, right?
No, I'll give it to you for what I have into it. I have
100 hours of trying to make the damn thing work.
No,
Yeah.
last time I turned it on, it even passed self-test.
Yeah.
It
So what do
needs
you have? How much do you have into it?
it needs 5 things. It needs 4 probes and a cable.
All right.
I
Steve,
have
you're muted.
Steve,
Those
you're
probes
muted.
are
There you go.
proprietary and cost $1 million.
No, the probes are pretty cheap. They're about $200 each. The cable, when you can find it, is anywhere from $300 to $500. It's a 50-pin Centronics
There you go.
shielded.
Yeah.
Well, there's the rub. Got to find
Yeah.
that cable.
But
And,
listen, if you go to your local sex
Shielded.
store, you can
Oh,
probably
it's okay if the signals mix together. It's fine.
so if
You can
just-
get 50-pin Centronics, just rate a local PBX.
Now it's a
Yeah,
single
that's
channel.
There you go.
Yeah, yeah. 'cause
I know
all
one
four-
by Dave that's easily accessible.
Yeah, because it has the single 50-pin Centronics on the back that plugs into a breakout box, and then the breakout box has the 4 connections for the probes.
no.
What you know
And-
about?
I like
have
how the
about-
model numbers on
I'm
the
watching Ron.
model
Yeah.
numbers on the guide don't match the
You
model
just
numbers.
have
on
to
the
be patient.
Yeah, and I have about $400 into it.
Maybe Joe can make it and make that adapter and call it the Y cable too.
There
And
you go.
I would,
Joe's
No.
like, leave me alone. I have enough stuff to do.
It'd be the cry cable.
Cry cable.
Because
I posted about my Y cable that came on Twitter, and a bunch of people were like, "I want to buy that just because it's got a cool name."
Yeah, I saw that. They're like, that is the coolest name ever. I'm like, yes.
Who was the one that named that, Joe?
What was
I don't
funny is
know.
the same exact
The guy
day I
runs
got a
this
real
website right
cable
here.
from Ron.
and Frank, seriously, you don't want it.
Well, this will go up to 25 megahertz.
Don't want it.
The only
25
reason why
megahertz.
someone would want it is they're into old HP equipment. It's not.
That's the
mean-
one. That's the one you got from Gutton,
It's
Steve.
its timing
Yes.
interval is 2 picoseconds.
Do you want to
Steve,
show
my
it off?
Quadra
or
610
just-
can go that fast too.
No.
Well, I don't know what to do with it yet. I'm just looking at the manual.
Oh, okay.
I think it's one of those things where somebody got something and put it in a very similar box because the model number on the box and the manual do not match the model number of this thing.
Is that one of
Time
those
for a
hand tech
Google
ones?
search.
Well,
Steve,
But
is
it's
that
got
one of
the
those
manual.
hand tech ones?
It's a O1.
Oh yeah, 01.
Apparently, you could run better software on there. But
Huh.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having one of the 4-channel ones.
Yeah, I think this is 2-channel, but I mean,
Yeah.
what do I know?
And just for basic diagnostics, that's fine. I rarely
Yeah.
ever use more than 2 channels on my 4-channel scope.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you've never had a scope, a 2-channel will do you fine. But once you've gotten used to 4 channels, you get kind of used to it on occasion.
No.
You know, actually, you guys are talking all this big expense. I normally just buy the Wintermint flavor, and it's fine.
I mean, the website says this will do 100 megahertz, but the back of it says 25. So,
yeah.
Software.
We'll find out when you actually
Well.
use it, right?
all right, someone stick out their
It's like
tongue.
a-
I'll probe it.
It's like a Quadra 610. Quadra 610 is 25
Hey, but what'd you
megahertz.
wish
You
for
upgrade
there,
it, it's
Steve?
100.
If you probe my tongue right now, you'll get 60 hertz at 58 volts.
What did you say, Joe?
If you probe my tongue right now, you'll get 60 hertz at 58 volts.
I don't want to know why.
That's because you're
Everything in my basement is
loading
live
ground.
is
electric.
voltage.
You know,
Yeah.
Joe, make up your mind. Complain about electricity. Complain about not having electricity. Which is it?
Yeah.
Do you want
It's
to
made of
Complain about
electricity.
everything because I enjoy complaining. I find
Oh, yeah,
it fun,
that is true.
and it is an Olympic sport.
Yeah.
When the power was out, though, you had your chance to go touch things that you couldn't normally touch.
Until it suddenly turns back on and he's dead.
Including his
Like,
tongue.
what's
He's like,
What's that
"Bah!"
go? That's live.
It's the Joe's electrocution cam.
Yeah, it's Electro Joe.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Uh-oh, Steve's
Hey,
got more
Joe,
cables.
Joe,
That's a
say
lot of
full-
leads.
Say full bridge rectifier.
Full bridge rectifier.
Energize.
So when did you get it, Steve? When did it arrive?
Steve, don't do it. You're going to throw those over the rafters?
Do I have to attach these to my earlobes, or what do I do with them? Like,
Only when it's storming.
Yes.
No,
No.
lower, Steve. Lower.
Those,
That's-
those are the,
Ah!
Crash probes.
Nipple
those
clip.
are a thing. It's a thingamaboob.
So this
attach them lower and lower until your voice goes higher and higher.
So
And
is
these
it
are
waffle
60 megahertz.
probes or crotch probes?
High enough.
I'm just imagining somebody on YouTube coming across this stream and being like, "What?" in the-"
Don't
What
worry,
is this
nobody's
about?
How many people do we have
It's
watching?
like Seinfeld. This is about nothing.
Boom.
I don't know. It
Boom.
usually says in the corner. Trina, what does it say in the corner?
-3 people are watching.
Yeah, negative 3
Um,
people.
10.
People are paying
I'm
not to
watching.
watch it.
I have 10. I have 10 viewers. 9
Woo!
watchers.
How many of those are us?
Well, I'm not
Probably
doing
all-
it. I'm just
Probably
in
all
it.
9.
I have a
And it's
monitor
winning.
coming tomorrow that has connectors that I have never seen before ever. It's like a
Oh, is that
mystery.
that one that we were talking about?
Yeah, did you notice on the back the 4 inputs, which I just thought were BNC or RCA
Yeah.
composite inputs? They're not. They're some weird connector I've never seen before. I even went to the CRT guys and said, "What is this?" And they couldn't figure it out.
I couldn't figure it out either because I was like, it looked like it was for like a security office of some sort or something.
Are
Well, yeah, it looks like an
live
auto
or not?
scan monitor.
What?
It looks like it has four composite inputs, but they look sort of like RF connectors from Euro stuff.
Yeah.
But I have a Samsung TV that's like a PAL with SCART and everything. It's not the same connector. It's close, but it's not the same.
Do you have a picture of this?
Um,
Look at it?
Yeah, I could post it. I'll post it on Discord.
I just burped. I apologize.
It has the feature where you can push scan and it'll go like input 1, input 2, input 3, like by itself. It's just a 9-inch monochrome CRT, but it also has something that's weird that I've never seen before is a VHF input where you can choose channel 3 or 4. Like it's just got a channel 3 or 4 receiver.
Hang
and
on.
it says VCR.
I'll share my
Here I
screen.
have. Okay.
No, don't. We don't want to see that window.
Hang on. I'm closing out all the bad ones. I'm just kidding. Right here. Go ahead, Trina.
All right.
Yeah, hold on. Oh, I got to minimize.
Um,
Just one sec.
So that's the monitor.
Hold on.
That's weird.
And there's the back.
Pretty.
That's
Yeah, I
way too
flipped it.
small. You're gonna need to zoom way the hell in.
Joe, I posted it on your Discord, and I also flipped the picture 90 degrees.
There
so
you,
it's easier
there
to
you
see.
go.
Oh, so I can look at it like a human person.
Can you see it now?
Uh-huh.
No.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like-
I've seen those
Rotate it.
before.
Rotate it. It's not going to kill you. You can literally
How
right
the
click
hell
and
do
see
I-
rotate.
save the image and then
no,
rotate it.
Yeah, but
It does. Hang
Save
on.
no, he's
the
looking at the
image.
he's looking at the auction. He's
I'm
not
looking
looking
at the
at
auction
the-
thing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
There's
Seen
a
those
proprietary
before?
connector specifically for that, because that is like, you can think of it as an early NVR. It's a security monitor, and it's up
Yeah.
to you as a security guy to press the button to switch between the screens.
Yeah,
That's all
there's
it
a
is.
1, 2, 3, 4 button, but there's also a scan button, which I assume
Yeah,
auto
just autos. Yeah.
flips. But I don't know what kind of connectors those are. I'm hoping I can just open it up and solder on some
Oh,
some
yeah,
composite,
yeah.
like RCA
Sloopy.
jacks.
Yeah, or some
I'm on level
BNCs or something.
18.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm now on level 18. Sloopy.
Yay!
hey, you made it. Congrats.
Tell me when you get to level 42.
Hey, Ron. What
What
level
up,
are you on?
I couldn't remember. I can't remember.
He's on A level.
Hey, Ron. What question did I just ask you? Because I don't remember.
You were like, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Oh, that's right.
And then I said, I've never made it without biting. Ask Mr. Owl.
Yeah. Hey Frank, that monitor comes tomorrow. The guy shipped it by FedEx.
Wow, that's great. That's even
that
better.
is the coolest, weirdest little monitor.
Oh no.
I thought it was neat.
So
I'd not
Yeah.
seen one like that before.
it was cheap too. It was like $35 or something.
Cheap, cheap. Cheap, cheap.
That's crazy. He sent it by
Cheap
FedEx.
is good. As long as it works. Cheap is good.
Yeah, we'll see if they destroy it. It's coming from Tennessee,
Two
so
boards.
it's take,
Steve, you look
will have
confused.
taken 3 days.
So hopefully they know how to package it properly.
That's true.
Oh,
Who are you?
The app attempts
guy
to
had-
launch, then it doesn't.
Thousands of positive feedbacks, and they're all
Bubba
positive.
O'Reilly.
So
oh nice.
like all 5 stars. So hopefully he knows what he's doing.
I woke up in a Soho doorway, and the policeman knew my name. He said that I can go home and sleep tonight if I can get up and walk away.
All right, the Who.
Then I something and I hiccuped and then I was like,
Sloopy, can you move your monitor a little bit?
And
we're
something
not
about how
gonna
she
hear
was
you?
Look
she
back
was
on my
only
busy day.
16
There you
or something like
These
that.
stories about Keith Moon are old.
Thank you.
You guys know who Keith Moon is, right?
yes, he's the guy
Oh, okay.
that like choked on someone else's vomit. It was
You can't exactly dust for vomit.
It was the inspiration for Animal in the Muppets.
Unsupported.
He also
minor-
used to take horse tranquilizers.
What the hell? Who wants to help me figure out Java issues?
Where's Eric Helgeson when you need him?
He was in the chat earlier. No, that was Eric Rangel. Never mind.
Oh, here we go.
Too many
Never
people
mind.
named Eric.
Just install Java 5
We're-
and 6 at the same
we're
time
not
and see what
sorry.
happens.
No, I'm not doing that.
He's like, no.
I actually made that work once because I had two things at a work thing that each needed the other one, and I was able to fool them both into using the correct one on the same system.
Yeah, my old job, a few jobs ago, I had to write documentation for the help desk people to install the right version of Java, and it was just as we were going to like Windows 764, and you had to like install one, then the other, then delete a file so the old ass software wouldn't get confused about where it was such a pain.
Right.
Welcome
when
to
they-
Somebody put something on
Windows.
Twitter.
Hi.
Mhm.
And when they didn't follow my instructions, they called me, and I'd be like, "Did you read everything?" Yeah, I said,
No.
"Read them again."
Oh, I didn't do that. Well,
Yeah, exactly.
start
You know
over.
when you install Java, it still has the thing from when it was Sun, and it has like Java's on over 3 billion devices.
Oh yeah,
it's
Yeah.
like, and it's
Somebody-
never gone
somebody-
up.
Somebody on Twitter posted the other day. It's like it should either have gone up or way down, but what the hell?
Yeah.
It's not. It can't still be. the
It'll
same
be
thing.
going
It's on
down
3
with the
billion
next
devices.
license.
How many more devices
So,
you got to add to that
The
number?
trick when those people called would be you have found the Steve Lock support system. Please read page 72 of the manual and tell me the fourth word in the fifth sentence, and it just happens to be the paragraph that explains their problem.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's like one of those things where the teacher wants to make sure that you actually read something, so they put something right in the middle that says, "If you read this, click do this."
All right, I got the software running. I can electrocute things now, I guess.
So my work did this thing with my VPN, where when you sign into VPN, it's Cisco AnyConnect.
Mhm.
One of the things it checks for is are your Defender virus definitions up to
Up to
date.
date. Yep.
Yeah.
And if they're more than 2 weeks out, it goes to try to download them for you. But it tries to download them for you on the internal network, which you're not quite yet connected to, so it can't resolve that DNS
Right.
entry.
That's
So
awesome.
it fails. But it doesn't ever tell you what it's trying to update. I had to use like a thing to like sniff out where it was trying to go and what it was trying to do. And then I'm like, oh, it's trying to get the Defender updates from our internal server. So I went to Microsoft.com and downloaded the updates on the public site, which are not the same updates, but it made the date change. And then it let me sign in.
Right.
And then it immediately downloaded the real updates. I'm like,
That was
this has been broken for 6 months.
Yeah.
And anybody who doesn't sign in less than every 2 weeks.
That's why you create a hosts file to the internal server that points to Microsoft's public server instead.
That's a good idea.
You have to have admin rights to do that.
I do have admin rights.
Hey, Bob. Hey, Bob.
I have local
I have
admin
physical
on
access to the machine. I
Yeah.
have admin rights.
So Steve,
Yeah,
on those
but
instructions,
But I
you
also
wrote-
on our enterprise, I have local admin rights on every machine. So
yeah. So on those instructions you wrote, did you do like the MASH episode kind of instructions, like cut the red wire, but first remove the.
I love MASH.
So
I love MASH.
I
That was
used
good.
to, at the same job where I had the Java issue, someone was out sick and I had to reboot one of the Mac Mini servers. They failed to tell me that they moved the Mac Mini server from hidden under the guy's desk to in a different area of the office. So I was
Oh,
just
no.
like rebooting this machine by holding down the button because he said it froze and just pushing the button. He said, "Oh, I still can't access it." I'm like, "Well, I'll reboot it again." There was no monitor or anything, so I couldn't plug it in. So after like the 5th time, I'm like, I'm holding it and it's really just hard to get it out from under the desk. And he's like, no, it's not on the desk anymore. I'm like, why did you tell me that?
What did you ask?
What have I been rebooting?
Yeah,
And then you hear a news
some
article
guy
later.
downstairs.
NASA shuttle
screaming.
crashes.
Some guy goes, "What's going on here?"
The HVAC system in the building has been reset 30 times.
Apparently, there used to be a guy of the head of that building. I think he was an IT guy or something. He must have been. And he went into the network room and he was given a tour to one of the higher ups. And they were explaining what all this stuff does, and they were sort of glossed over. And one of them was giving me a hard time, like he didn't know anything. So he unplugged just some random cables. And they're like, "Why did you do that?" He's like, "Well, if we have a good IT department, they'll figure out what's wrong, and they'll come and ask me about it."
If you said
Oh,
if.
It's like going to the hospital to your dying grandma's bed and unplugging the respirator and saying, "It was beeping, it annoyed me, but if the doctors are good enough, they'll save her life."
Yeah, exactly.
What the
Ooh, how to use the probe
It
safely.
was here.
I just read a story about like that where there was a lab and
The
it had
janitor.
a refrigerator
Yeah.
and it was supposed to be like
yeah.
negative something degrees, and the janitor said it was annoying, and he thought it was like an alarm, like saying it was broken, so he unplugged it.
Yep.
But they were
And
that guy's-
instructions.
it ruined 20 years of research.
I bet
Yeah.
he's a big
Oh
doo-doo.
no.
Yeah, they sued him for millions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that-
Yeah.
how are you going to
You
get
can't
millions from a
squeeze blood
janitor?
from
I
a
know
turnip.
exactly.
No, they sued the company he worked for too, so
Oh,
they'll
well,
probably
there
end
you
up having to
go.
pay out something.
So you have to sue the person with money.
Turns out he
Not the
wasn't even
person
supposed to be
that's not the
in
grunt.
the lab. They don't let janitors in labs. You're supposed to clean the hallways, and then the people in the lab are supposed to put their
I mean-
trash cans out in the hallway.
yeah.
Exactly, and you don't want them in the lab around the research and stuff. Well, obviously for that reason, but also for privacy reasons. You know what I mean? That
This
Type of
this
stuff.
this muted beeping behind this locked secure door is bothering me. I'm gonna break through that door.
That says
and leave it.
danger, radiation,
Hey,
do not enter.
These petri dishes are all dirty. I'm going to clean them out for you.
Well, I don't know if he actually went in there and did it. But they said he shut the breaker off.
Oh, so,
So
he
That's
he may
even
not
worse.
actually
Well,
went
yeah.
into the room.
Why,
Yeah.
That's it. Okay,
Why is
Yeah.
he
shut
shutting
up
off breakers?
to a room you
Yeah.
don't have access to.
Yeah, because when I read it, it said that he shut the breaker off to the refrigeration unit.
Okay,
Wow.
Okay, common sense is not very common. Let's just remember that.
No, it is
So
not.
how do I probe a thing?
You don't.
Okay, so
It usually
You gotta
keeps
lick
the
it
fumes
before
up
you
in
stick
the
Trina,
it.
I am not going to listen to a word you say because I know it's just nonsense.
First, you want
Fool
to
me
get some
3 times,
KY.
shame on me.
Why don't we get
You have to
Retro
ground
Techie on
it.
here and he'll teach you how to use it?
Steve, you got to ground it first. So clip it to your earlobe.
Do I have to ground it or what? Like,
I don't know.
When you use, okay, so the probe.
Oh, he's
yes.
got to take his daughter to work. Okay.
Yes.
The
yes.
probulator.
So
it's got 2 things.
yes,
Oh,
the
probulator.
clippy doodle that's in your left hand. In your left hand, that's what you actually probe the signal with.
Okay.
And
The
you can take
pointy
that
thing.
little end off the end of it and get a little pointy on it.
Yeah.
In order to probe first,
Yep,
first
there you go.
flowers, then wine.
That
And then
part
what's this deal for?
that has to connect to the ground plane of the circuit you're testing.
Okay.
See, I
So
told
that
you you had
the
to ground it.
meter
Yeah, it works like a
and your device
like a
are
logic
all
probe.
at the same 0 level.
Okay. Thank
So
you.
ground it to your earlobe.
What Joe said. I agree. Because he's smart.
Delicious.
Steve, you ever used a logic probe?
No.
Okay. Well,
don't have
it
any
works like a
logic
logic
to
probe.
That
It's
would
actually a
be
really handy
logical.
device for like Apple II stuff because it's all simple.
Yeah.
Would a oscilloscope do the same thing as a logic probe, or are they different?
It's does way more.
I
A
mean,
logic
could
probe is
I?
basically
Yeah.
like a light bulb.
Which one does way more?
Yeah,
Joe? The oscilloscope?
Logic Pro just has like a blinky light. It's
Oh,
very
okay.
very simple. It's like activity or no activity, or voltage
Yeah.
or no voltage.
First
That kind of
flowers, then
Then
wine.
wine. Yep.
Candy.
thing. No, I got a logic probe.
Steve has said I'm not allowed to say anything, but he didn't say I couldn't show the comments.
Candy is dandy, but liquor is quicker.
It's your channel, Trina. You can say whatever you want or show whatever you want. Wait, I take that back.
That's
Within
that's
reason.
dangerous. It's very
Is
dangerous.
this channel monetized?
These refer to
No.
the YouTube terms of service
It will never
and
be
our community guidelines.
Our community guidelines say don't do a Trina.
There's more than one way
Actually,
to get
there is a
monetized.
loophole in the YouTube community guidelines in terms of service that says you can do anything of any nude or sexual nature as long as it's for educational purposes.
This is very
Trina, do
educational,
not
Joe.
get any
Stop your
ideas.
pants.
No, Trina.
People have been doing it. They've been posting like literal straight up whatever you can imagine.
Well,
And
how
it's
many
allowed.
of us would learn?
How is
something?
Babby formed?
You know,
Yes. How?
Joe,
Go to the
you
right
have to
YouTube
be-
channel and you'll find exactly how.
You have to tell us exactly how to find this so we could report them.
Oh, they've been reported and it gets left up. It's because it was a doctor who did blah 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 and explained it in blah 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 way. This
Oh, I'm no
raunchy
doctor.
pornographic
Or-
scene is loud.
or if it's breastfeeding, or
Or if it's
you know,
it's
things like
commentary.
That wasn't-
Breastfeeding's fine. I don't mind breastfeeding. I mean,
That
No,
wasn't
I mean,
Larry
No, I'm just
Nasser's
saying,
YouTube,
there are
right?
people that would.
People, but they're abusing it. Is what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Is like it's just
Absolutely.
it's just out like it's beyond the pale of what I can even describe here. If you can
Oh, no, you have a
imagine
pretty
it,
vivid
you're finding a loophole to be able to do it on YouTube.
Oh, trust me, I have a good imagination.
that's the scary thing, Trina.
Oh Lord.
Exactly, Frank.
Oh,
Exactly.
we're rebooting, so it must be a good sign.
Well, hopefully.
No, it could be a bad reboot.
If this was Windows, it would be installing update 38 of 962.
Oh,
Yeah,
listen,
if it was Windows, you'd have to be reinstalling.
I
So many
have
reboots.
been swearing and cursing because we use the Intune server for our, some of our stuff,
Oh.
and for some reason it's decided all of a sudden now, after doing one of the reboots, actually the first reboot that we have to do after a bunch of things,
Updates. Yeah.
that it no longer sees the boot device.
I don't like the tunes thingamajiggy. I don't like
I
it at
don't
all.
know. I don't like
the
it
boot
either.
device is optional.
You don't need the boot.
You don't need a boot. You can sit on an Apple logo or a Windows logo. You don't need a boot. Or go into BIOS.
My boot device helps me put on my boots.
There you go.
My boob device. Boots device.
My boob device.
You don't need to see that.
Hi, Trina.
Hi.
Oh goodness.
Oh wait, we can't show that. Oh wait, I could say that I
It's
work at
it's
a
It's educational, Trina.
It's educational.
Let me
exactly.
show you the parts.
Let me show you how this works.
Yeah.
Here's the manual.
I
I
gotta
work at
go.
a hospital, so technically
Steve's
it's
like, "I'm out."
educational.
What did you join, Steve? What did you
Welcome
join?
to the circus, Steve.
I didn't know it was gonna be a live YouTube thing. Frodo just is like, oh yeah, we're hanging out, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll join. I'm like, oh god, would I walk myself in?
It's always
There's like 4
a
people
live
watching.
YouTube thing when we get together. Come on.
No, we still have.
I have a
I still
tab
have
open,
7.
so probably like 2.
Oh,
That's a
well,
lot
we
of
have.
spice
I
in
have.
there.
Oh, I've got one open. I'm the second person watching.
Well,
So there's
there's
nobody watching.
So there's 5.
Jason's brother. That's probably like the only person actually
Yeah.
watching.
Probably. Well,
Yeah.
Jeremy's here. VHS is still
Maybe
watching.
one of the
I
cats.
don't know about Retro
Well, that
Techie.
was like 20 minutes ago, so who knows
Yeah, we
now?
did have.
Yeah.
Well, Retro Techie's here for the cats, so.
I might
And
have
the
left my
shipping
TV
station.
running watching the stream too. I don't remember.
I'm just making local talk.
I don't even know if I
tornadoes.
have the stream open
Don't
anymore.
mind me.
I don't think I do.
I think it's just
'Cause I was watching before I
inactivated-
joined.
Oh well.
How are you supposed to get these things out of here?
Roswell didn't.
Use a hammer.
What are you doing, Steve? Making
It's
Yeah.
more
Pliers.
the fact that it's more the fact tonight.
He's making
that
Terminators.
when we decided to cancel.
Oh.
I'm like,
He's-
oh, I'll stream.
He's using
Where's
Chat
Sid-
GPT to start Skynet.
Where's Sarah Connor?
You don't know how to get RJ11s out of it.
Well, it's hard when there's no damn wire in it. My fingers.
It
are
is
too fat.
difficult.
Wow.
And David, thank you for being the loyal viewer you are.
Thank you for being a friend.
David's like asleep. That's what Dave's doing.
Travel down.
No,
the
he's
No, he's
still
talking
in
in chat.
here.
That's
We're talking about my
one of the
brother.
cats. That's not.
That's
David.
Yeah, that's true. That's probably Sophie.
Yeah, the chat.
Well,
just says
Sophie does
Forbidden
have a choice.
Sony Germ.
Hey, look at this. We got a shut up.
She does.
screen.
She has this. Sophia has this tendency of sitting on his keyboard when he's
Oh
trying to play
look,
games.
it's a Mac from the
Friend in me.
future.
Ooh.
So-
Mac to the future.
Oh.
Yeah.
I should be
That's way too
troubleshooting that
modern.
image writer right now.
1.21 gigawatts.
The only thing that can generate that kind of power is
Sorry.
the lightning. A what? Above the lightning. Unfortunately, no
Steve,
one
I got
knows
a image writer kit for the Apple IIc.
I like that.
Accessory kit.
That's
Came in the
very
mail
pretty.
today.
With extras.
Yeah, it does
Did
have
you see
extras.
that?
For
You see that
some
PowerBook
reason, I got a
5300?
early PC joystick card.
Why?
It
Why
was-
does it take
it was-
5 chips for that?
Somebody put it in the box and shipped it.
Yeah.
Oh, look, we got Jack 68K. He's watching too.
But yeah, I got
Not for
Oh, hey,
long.
Jack.
this one was never used.
Ooh,
I got
pretty.
y'all
Yeah.
on while I'm working.
And then I got
around.
the 2C cable.
cool.
Special. I have a
I got-
2C cable, but mine's all
Watch hours and
squashed. Like
watch
somebody
hours.
stepped on it.
I got
Exactly.
2 sets of the discs unopened.
Frank,
Nice.
my 2C image writer cable, it looks
Yeah.
like somebody stepped on it, so it's like all oval.
Oh.
I got one of those accessory kits like for the early Mac or the Lisa, and I opened it
Yeah.
up, and it wasn't an image writer cable. It was like a Apple 2
Don't do
Duo
it,
disc
Trina.
cable. I said,
Trap.
okay, I'll take that.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Happy accident.
Location
Did you see
services
that
is a trap.
5300 I bought? That the battery is like expanded so badly that the side of the
Oh my god, I
battery
know.
pack like cracked off.
I've never seen it that bad before.
Yeah,
Trina
that's pretty
actually
bad.
turns on the analytics. What?
I only paid $30 or something for that 5300 though.
Someone's purring into the microphone.
That sounds like a car going.
Sorry.
Well, it's just I saw Joe and I couldn't help it.
Speaking of image writers, I got a case of ribbons in.
Ooh, color or black?
Don't you have a whole?
black
Don't you
and
have a
white.
whole
I need to
box
order
of like
some color
paper
ones.
too?
Oh
What
yeah.
White
kind
ribbons.
of-
You have white ribbons.
Good luck on the
Prints
black
white.
and or the color.
Yes, I print only in white.
What
Will
kind
an
of,
image writer
ribbons
work
are
on
they?
a Lisa?
Yes,
Anybody know?
good. Oh, actually, I don't know. Because it's
It
serial.
has a
not
serial port,
parallel.
right?
Yeah.
I don't know. So far, I'm not having a lot of luck with these
Hey, Bob.
parallel
Actually, wait.
printers.
Actually, wait, yes, because I was looking at the manual the other day and it mentioned Macintosh XL. So
No, not Lisa. I'm talking about Apple III. Did I not say
Oh.
Apple III?
You
Oh,
said-
Apple 3 you can. Yeah, 100%.
Apple III's got serial ports. Yeah.
yeah, because if you look
Sure.
if you look at the very old Image Writer 2 manual, at the bottom it's like works with Lisa, Macintosh XL, Apple II, Apple III. It's
Oh.
like everything.
I wonder if the 9-pin ports on the 3 are the same as the early Mac.
I think this cat hates me.
I really want to get my image writer to work on my Windows 10 machine.
You figure
Because
that out,
the-
let me know.
You can.
The Mac 128 has
Can
a
you?
9-pin serial, right?
Yeah, it's 9-pin.
So maybe that same cord would work on Apple III.
If you go back to Windows 7, there's a native driver in Windows 7 that works,
Mhm.
Yeah, this for the CIDO. Yeah.
but they dropped it for.
Is
I
that
gotta-
how you say it?
Windows 10.
Trina,
I
add
gotta-
my screen.
So you'd
Oh,
have to
CITO.
emulate
Let
me get
Windows
back.
7 and share the printer.
What happened?
It's
Steve? What?
CITO.
Yeah, just create a VM.
So
I
if
got
you
a
look-
laser
Create a
printer
VM
to
that,
work
like,
with
share
my.
it.
if you look at the manual,
I got a laser
Oh,
printer
look
to
at
work with my
that.
Apple II though.
And
Oh,
Lisa,
sweet.
look.
Friend in me.
it's like
Okay.
probably one of the most compatible products Apple ever shipped.
Is that
You know
a
what's-
149-page manual?
Of
They
course.
must not have had the 2C Plus at the time because they've
No.
got 2
The
Plus,
8
2C.
keyboards and mice were the most
Well, that
compatible.
manual is that picture
Yeah,
is of an
true.
older version of the thing, because the later one
Mhm.
had the word ImageWriter 2 written on the front.
Yeah, I mean this goes
Which-
over
which-
everything, like how to specify the dip switches for the Apple II and
Ah.
Yeah.
all this fancy stuff. That
Hey,
you
you're a
think-
dip switch.
Wow. 149 pages, though. That seems a little
I mean, hey, documentation was no joke. They didn't want you to fill up.
Well, look at the Apple III service
this was
manual, freaking
This,
800
what
pages.
you're looking at right
800?
now is the old version of the internet.
Yeah.
Yes, that
That's
is
true
true.
too. Yeah.
I like how they mention, because guess what, my image writer was set to have the Apple Talk option still turned on, even though I've removed the damn card. But it tells you to set this switch to open, but then it refers to the switches as on off. So I had to do some sleuthing to figure out what exactly it was referring to, because my brain.
guessing
Oh,
open
off
would
is
be
open.
on.
Is open on or open off?
Well, I
No,
knew
open
yesterday.
is always off.
I forget now.
Open means
No, like an
the
electrical
circuit is
switch.
and
Open
not
means it's
connected.
not connected. So it'd
That's
be
what I
off.
would. That's what I assumed, and I think I was correct. But it was like,
Oh.
I'll just switch to that page, and the page is like not helpful.
Oh no.
What?
The answer is install your Apple Talk card and you're done.
If
Mhm.
I
Trina,
knew
what
where
are
the
you
hell it
knowing
was, I
about-
would. Oh
He's
wait,
got to find it first.
wait.
Oh,
Uh,
crud.
I have one
Oh,
of
does he
those, but
actually
it's
know
still
where it
sealed. And
is?
I don't want to.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
Make sure you install the
I was
ground
gonna
cable.
I was gonna say,
Okay, so-
if you can't find it, I've got a stack of them.
So what we need to do is record that one segment where Steve found something in his basement under 5 minutes.
that was under a minute.
Under
That
a
was
minute.
That
I
was
know, I
fast.
know.
That was Olympic record fast.
Assembled in Australia. How about
He didn't
that?
even have to leave.
Frank, I
his
need one of those
chair.
for my snazzy image writer with the sheet feeder on it.
With the sheet feeder, I have a ton of them. The
Feet
board.
sheeter.
I haven't actually had a chance to test that sheet feeder yet, though.
Yeah, mine
feeder.
the rollers just don't do anything anymore.
So
Uh-oh.
Joe, have
There's
you
this
tried using that Windows 7
grippy
driver
paint.
with Windows 10?
I got frustrated and had better things to do, so I stopped at that point.
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
There's a lot of bridged pins on this. Do you have
See-
yours available?
The
No,
trick is
it's in storage. I'll pull it out because I've got to pick up some other stuff from there. So
Oh,
I'll pull it out
she's
and I'll check.
there's been a lot of changes to
Yeah.
the printer subsystem in Windows.
I mean,
Oh,
I assume.
Yeah,
it's-
what if you-
reasons, so a lot of old drivers don't work anymore.
Mm.
Joe, what if you
I-
set it up on a Windows 7 box? It's just a print server, and then share the printer.
It's true. Just
Yeah.
like a VM.
Because you can't do that with the old print drivers because you can't render it locally and then send it.
Oh, yeah.
You have to you yourself have to have the driver on the local machine doing the printing.
How
Right.
wound.
You can
Oh.
figure it. You can figure it out. I figured out how to print to a Dell laser printer from my phone. So
Is there
What
Ah,
was
somebody's-
that?
is there
somebody's
source?
using their excess fireworks.
Joe?
Oh, I was like, what was that?
Is there any source code available for print drivers for that?
I don't know.
'Cause
What's
you
funny
can
is
write
that
your
same
own-
Dell printer.
User mode.
It won't work on my Mac Studio because Dell stopped making new drivers after
Mac
OS
drivers.
10.12.
You know what I did to
10.12?
solve that, Adam?
What?
I'm still using a LaserJet 5M that has macOS 9 drivers that then
Yeah.
set it up for Apple Talk. So my Mac Mini running Tiger is actually sharing that to everything else in the house.
Digger.
See, the way I'm doing it is my Mac Mini, that's my Plex server now, that's still running High Sierra, is just sharing the Dell as a Apple Talk printer. And
Why do
then
people use Plex?
I use generic
use it all the time.
PostScript driver to print to it, and it works. The double-sided printing thing is a little goofy, but otherwise it works.
Hey,
Joe,
somebody made ImageWriter 2 drivers. There's a GitHub forum for the newer versions of macOS.
Yeah, I saw that.
How far?
I mean, it's
how-
not like it's a
what's the
very
newest?
complicated device, you know.
I was
No,
gonna
good
say,
God,
yeah,
yeah.
if there's driver source code
It
somewhere,
just takes 8-bit characters and prints them.
Mhm.
it's a serial interface.
The hardest mode to support would be the graphics mode, probably.
Hey, you
Joe,
make
do you
this
want
not
to
necessarily.
feel good? Joe,
Because
do you
they,
want to feel
they
good?
designed the graphics for those,
What?
didn't they? So
Hold on,
that
I'll wait
would
till
be
Eric then.
72 dot per inch, just like the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to feel
Well,
good,
on the
Joe?
Mac driver, yeah. On the Apple II driver now.
Right.
I know. So we
What,
just
Trina?
got,
What, Trina?
we just
Let
got a
Joe feel good.
we just got a notification. We have no hot water.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've got hot water.
That
So
sucks.
it's like my hotel from last week.
Trina, you have hot water. You just have to boil it first.
Yeah.
Hot water
Well, I
option.
don't
True.
plan on doing that to have a shower.
No, it'd be a bath.
Sponge
Just do
bath.
Lots and lots and lots. Of
Here's the
water.
funny thing. In
Yeah.
a power outage, my hot water continues to work because I have a gas hot water heater
Mhm.
with a mechanical
Igniter.
on-off valve, a mechanical thermostat, and it's gas.
Right.
So in theory,
Yeah.
if I remove the safety interlock and then pipe the hot water pipe into a turbine, I can have power when the power's out.
Does that sound worth it though?
Yes, it does.
Yes, turn water pressure into electricity. That sounds awesome.
This is what was in the image writer.
Couldn't you just use a thermocouple?
Image buffer?
What is that?
I'd rather have
It's,
the 40% efficiency than the
I think
5%
it's
efficiency.
It's a buffer.
32 or a 64K text buffer, so you could print things on the Apple II without waiting and hogging up the entire system.
Yep, it would
Yeah.
swallow the entire of the page and then tell the computer, "Oh, I'm done."
Yeah.
And the computer could go
Oh,
back.
that's Orange Micro thing. Yeah, they made the same thing. They made on the when they had parallel interfaces. They made it with the buffer on the card in the Apple II.
Yeah, I have one of those in the box, but
What is the
But they
dot
couldn't
on
do that on Serial, so they had to put it in the printer.
Steve, what is the thing on the back of it? It looks like a battery or something.
no, they're just a little plastic.
Oh, okay.
That's like
Standoff.
a little standoff.
Yeah, I know, just straight on. It just looks like a battery or something. I couldn't make out what it was.
I like how it says image wear, but then the ROM says image
Buffer.
buffer.
Because that's the image
That's-
buffer for the image wear card.
Yeah.
Orange Micro was really inconsistent. I have an Orange Micro printer card in the box, and the name of the product on the box, even though the picture matches, is different than what's on the card.
I love how also it says 1.1 that's been written in.
That's
Well, that was the volume of products back then. Was that
Yeah.
they would write on stuff.
Yeah.
I have a number of super serial cards with the serial number handwritten on them.
Yeah, I should dump the ROM just in case any poor soul needs it.
It's like the early Apple II boards. They have the date code handwritten on the board.
Now where the hell did I put the other?
Yep. Until you ultrasonically
And it-
clean it and then realize, oh shit, I've made a mistake.
Yeah, well, what I've done with that is I take a photo of it and then I forge the date back on. I mean, it's still a valid date. It's just whatever.
All right. We don't need to see Steve's underwear, so I will.
Sorry. Wreck cam.
You know, I was about to say, I was literally thinking, Trina,
It's
stop looking at Steve's
educational.
butt.
It's actually-
Yeah, it's educational.
That's right.
Oh,
It's a plumbing video. Come on.
That's a plumbing video. There you go.
Video.
Welcome to Mac 84 Plumbers.
Rec cam, huh?
That roller Mac's gonna fall on your head.
If it does, I regret nothing.
Everybody
Well,
just have
it's okay.
nine
We'll wipe your
one.
cache and your history.
Just have 9-1 and the other one ready to go and dial.
Just mash down on the keypad now.
And what Steve needs to do is give
You're
Allison's
smiling
number
one.
to somebody so that we can text her when.
Allison just has she has a big red button upstairs that's wired to do everything automatically. When she hears that fateful thud and she just goes.
Yeah.
Problem
Easy
solved.
there's an easy button.
News button.
Yeah, and that button just dials everybody and says, "Come pick up the crap."
Oh, sweet. I'll be right there.
Yeah.
I mean,
it only sends it to Mike though, because
What?
Mike's closest.
All Mike would do is like, what am I going to do with all this shit?
Sell it.
hey, that means I get the iPod socks.
Give it to
Sweet.
Prada.
I mean, we'd miss you, Steve, but you know.
I haven't seen Prada in a while.
Oh, we haven't seen Mike.
I mean,
oh,
Mike. I mean, Mike.
I missed Mike's stream with Steve the other week.
Mm-hmm.
I saw part of that. It was fun. The audio sucked, but
God damn it.
Steve is an Italian plumber.
He's just missing the big red
It's
hat.
Italian.
I'm just reading my brother.
Shut up in your face. I've seen Steve's name. You can mistake it for cheese. It's great.
Pistachios.
It's like yours, your last name, Joe. We could mistake it for like sausage. or
Oh,
something.
dude, I am like 100% hyper German.
Joe, I saw
Exactly.
your family name on a car. It was from a dealership with the same name.
Yep,
Oh wow.
we're all related. We're all related. All the Stroh-Snyders in the United States come from one family that immigrated in the 1700s. Oh, the soothing sounds of dot matrix. That's so wonderful.
Right.
Is that Steve?
Who's printing their homework?
Yeah.
Who's printing their homework?
Okay. Who else would it be, Jason? Really?
Frodo. Could have been Frodo.
No, he's in an empty room.
We
Yeah.
I have the dumbest memory just surfaced. So in high school we had programming class. We programmed in BASIC and stuff. And it was on Macs, and we had this Mac network with local talk network, but one printer, and we all had to share the printer, which is fine. And there was this piece of software that came out. I believe it was called Macintalk.
Yep.
Where you can make the Mac talk, and it was
Yes.
like a chat program, so you could chat, and the computer would talk. And we were specifically banned from using it when we got our work done, because it made the slower students not be able to print to the printer because it jammed the network up with traffic.
Oh no.
Right.
What was it on the movie Blank Check? It was MacSpeak? Is that the application he used when he was bidding on that house?
I
All
don't,
right, Joe.
Never
The
saw that
stream's
one.
yours. I'll
Sorry,
be right
missed that.
back.
okay.
All
Hi,
right.
everybody. My name's
Because it was
Joe.
a Performa
Trina, Joe.
600 that he used.
I don't think I've ever watched that one.
Disney's Blank Check.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think I ever saw that
And
one.
he's
It's on
like,
Disney
I got to write
Plus.
this check for $1 million.
That's
And he
right.
realizes how far that doesn't really go.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, like the bad guys gave him. They were just like, kid, just to get rid of him. They were like, they gave him a blank check, right?
Yeah.
And he wrote like $1 million.
The guy backed into his bike. Yeah.
I don't think I've
What are
ever
you gonna
seen
write
it, but
that
I've
for?
seen the trailer for it.
You go to the bank and ask them how much money they have in their account.
$0.
I don't think it works like
Interesting story about Mr. 8 Cents. He actually asked me once for old checks that came in from people paying for their services to call the bank and confirm that the check holder had the money to clear the account, to clear the check. I'm like, they're not going to give me
They're
that
not gonna
information.
tell you that,
And he's
yeah.
like, I used to
Nope.
work in banking. I gave it out all the time.
Oops.
Then you
I'm
were
like,
definitely in the wrong.
And now you don't work in banking, right?
Yeah, you
douche
don't give
canoe.
anything out in banking without verifying first.
Yeah, go ahead and call the bank and task them to give you the personal details of one of their clients. They'll do it.
I just want everyone to
Sure.
know that I'm
What?
installing the Apple Talk card just because I don't have a long enough serial cable.
Hey, look,
It's out of-
everybody!
it's out of
It's a brother!
necessity.
They can if you walk over this way.
So the policy I enacted instead was we just stopped taking checks.
Look who's behind me, guys. He's waving at you all.
It's David.
It's
It's
Trina's
David.
sugar daddy, but she's not around.
Hi, Sugar Daddy! Since I'm Trina.
Joe says hi, Sugar
it's
Daddy.
Trina's
Oh, I see what's wrong.
Well, hi, Zoe.
That's what's wrong.
Let's dance. Put on your red shoes and dance the blues.
All this just to print out terrible printouts from terrible software.
Ah,
That's why
poster
we
kit,
do
That's
it.
hilarious.
Welcome to 1986, buddy.
Why do you think we do this?
Adam, are you drinking
Back
Yingling?
then, it was,
Spoiler alert for one of my videos.
it was
the software
fascinating
likes to
just to
crash.
watch the machine do it. It's
Yeah.
like, I don't know how this works. This is awesome.
This is fun. Remember?
Is that a Unix system?
I know this.
I know this.
I was very disappointed the clip art included does not include a Quadra 700.
How rude.
Very rude.
Boo.
Those people have no taste.
I'm still looking for a dinosaur sticker for my Quadra 700 to cover up the giant hole in the front of
I
it.
tell you, you need
Go
to
to
have a
sticker, you
claw
don't have 'em,
coming
just
out
make you
of it
some.
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Velociraptor coming out of that
Some
sucker.
Velociraptor fingers, yeah.
Just
The problem is
just have the big
part of the
Blue. You need blue. That's what you need.
the big claw.
That
For anybody
claw.
Not
that
craw.
knows what I'm
Craw.
talking about there.
No
the hell are
joy, no
lobster
rules.
craws?
That's Robster Cross.
So did the
I'm
remake
down to
of
3
Night Court
cats
make it
now.
through one season?
3. What happened to the other cats? Sorry, I'm responding to
What?
Jeremy in the chat.
Does it blend?
Yeah, I'm still at 15 cats.
Bad thing about the iPad version of StreamYard is you can't see the chat and the video at the same time.
Nope.
It's hard to monitor it.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, you probably have to go through YouTube for that because YouTube you can do both.
Tom.
Yeah, I could run both apps at once and then I could see it, but then I would have the audio from YouTube coming in and I'd have to. Or I could just look at the chat on
Laptop.
my phone.
Or you could do laptop. You can do both.
I'm using my mobile setup like when I'm on the road right now instead of using a laptop because it turns out I forgot to charge that and it's dead.
Well, there's that.
There's no power out here.
Ooh,
The
look,
power out
it's
here
a
is being used.
3D printer thingamajigger who's he wants it thingamaboob.
What?
Thingamaboob. I mean, I would love to have a 3D printer. I just didn't know what I just don't have any need for it really because I don't have anything to print.
Oh,
I don't do the cool
Bamboo's
stuff
gonna
that you
work out
guys
this
do.
week. That's for sure.
The old bamboo.
Joe.
He's level
Steven?
19 now. Ron's
Joe,
Steven.
from your memory, do you know which serial port is which on the Performer 550?
The
I'm sure a
one
3D model
closest
has a
to
picture.
the right edge while looking at the back of it, I believe.
Which one is closest to the SCSI connector?
The left one.
Printer or modem? My version of System 7 is so old I cannot select what port uses Apple Talk.
Oh, it's absolutely the printer port.
Unplug it. It doesn't matter. It's a serial port.
I tried
You
it
don't have
both
a-
ways and it's not happy.
You don't have an
It's
icon
because
on
you
your
hot plugged it
computer?
and fried the port.
Probably.
Sorry, I had to make
Your
it.
550?
Um,
You don't have the back panel on your 550?
Of course I don't. It's my test machine. It never has a panel on it.
Test machine should have apparently test machine should have back plates.
Joe, I gave you a back panel with the 550 I gave you.
I got you, Jeremy.
I have a panel somewhere. I don't know where the hell it is.
I don't remember
That's
which
not
port is which.
surprising, Steve. That's not surprising.
I mean, I know where it is, but I'm not digging it out.
It's over there in that shelf behind you in the mess.
I don't know. Google Performa 550 back panel and it'll show you.
That thing.
Yay!
Yeah, that. Yeah, which one's which?
The printer port is all the way is next to the EDB ports.
Okay, thank you.
Joe to the rescue. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Adam, for supplying this broken piece of plastic.
Oh, that came from Adam?
Joe,
Yeah.
Joe,
Nice.
when I got that computer, I was putting it in storage when I first got it. I was not going to mess with it, but I wanted to take the battery out. I'm like, I better take the battery out of this before I store it. And I very, very, very carefully pulled down on the tabs, and it just went snap.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mine's still intact.
For now.
Mine is too.
For now.
Oh, wait, I don't have one.
This
But
looks
now
like
you've jinxed it.
this looks
No,
like
I'm not
a
opening
perfect
it.
project for reverse engineering, does it not?
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, at least they provided screw holes so you could screw it on instead of using the tabs. But
Screw it.
Do you need the
Son of a
intact panel, Joe?
What?
Do you need an intact panel?
I have an intact panel. The only thing that's broken off is the tabs, which you can't really 3D print anyway. So
Oh, I see. Okay. Because I have one that's got the tabs.
I can just send this
What
to,
tab?
to Adam or Javier and be like, hey, make occur,
Oh, I did it.
make happen,
Yeah.
exist, model.
Did you get through 19
well, somehow
finally?
it'll catch
finally.
on fire though.
Oh,
Nice.
Woo!
On
Joe, I
to
have
level
one more
20.
question for you.
Who? Oh, Joe.
Joe, I have one more question for you. Do you happen to know?
The airline base speed of an unladen swallow. No.
What about that?
Same thing.
African or European?
African or European?
Which
I don't know
pin-
that.
Which pins do I have to attach the resistor to on the phone jack for phone net to terminate itself? Is it the outside or the inside?
Yes.
'Cause you did your Ethernet thing, so I'm pretty sure you figured it out.
I'm
right?
just gonna go, huh?
I think it's the outside, isn't it?
Okay, that's what I did, but I just wanted to make sure because my setup
No.
isn't working. And I'm
I don't
trying to figure
remember.
out why.
Not 100% sure of that.
Yeah.
It's at least two
My
wires.
brain, my brain does not contain information right now. It
Thanks,
only
Eric.
contains rabid rats.
I'm not wrong.
Rabbit
Steve.
craps. Got it.
Rabbit.
Mhm.
I have enough rabbit craps in the basement. Thank you.
Hey, Steve, when I got that Quadra 800, it came with 6 sets of official Apple Talk connector kits with the 3-wire thingy and the whole deal, auto termination. And I'm like, I'm just going to use these now, so I don't have to mess with all that little weird. phone
Well, see,
connectors.
I have those, but they're so well worn that the connectors that are supposed to snap in, they don't even snap in anymore.
These are all brand new in the box, and it's like these are perfect.
I have
So I
like
kept-
a 20-foot long Apple serial cable. I just don't know where I put it.
They're the two
Also-
outside ones.
Okay, thank you.
I'm looking at one.
Thank
oh,
you.
they are? Okay.
Yep.
I appreciate it. And I think it's a 120 ohm resistor.
I'll
which
take credit since you asked me first.
I did create, like, I just snipped off a phone cable and soldered the thing to the ends, but I don't know, maybe one of these is busted.
What the hell is it? Gold, brown,
I
red,
just
brown?
finished installing 430 capacitors.
Oh wow.
The ones I got
Cool.
are
That's all that's done of those boards already. Just
Gold,
those.
brown, red, brown?
mine is
Golden brown.
brown, blue, red, brown.
That's
What's
not right.
brown done for
It
you?
should be 120 ohm, right?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Hang on.
Unless someone gave me
It's
the
just-
wrong ones.
It's just terminating the connection. It doesn't have to actually be exact.
Yeah.
Yeah, 120 ohm resistor should be the gold, brown, red, brown.
Oh, hey, I put an original one in here so I wouldn't fudge it up.
Is your original one gold, brown, red, brown?
Yeah.
So yeah. Actually, I'm sorry. It's backwards. Scratch that. Reverse it. Brown, red, brown, gold.
And it is on the outside. All right, so this one should work. Let me replace this.
Just flip it
Brown,
upside down,
red,
same thing.
Brown is 1, 2, and 1,
Okay.
0.
Yep.
120.
That's
Safe.
correct.
120 quatlus.
I'm not leaving without my quatloos.
What news?
For 120 quatloos, who did Kirk maroon on SETI Alpha 5?
Mike must be working late.
That would be
Con!
on.
That's the joke.
Or,
Shatner is like, come on!
or Mike's sleeping. One, two.
Yeah, he might have got
2
home with
Kirks, a
something
con,
bad.
and a pizza place.
Joe, I heard that from the other side of the basement.
I said it loud.
I'm proud.
Oh, how many minutes do we have left? 9.
1,000.
Yay.
One of the Manson killers getting paroled.
The hootie what?
9 minutes till focus.
How? How are they getting paroled?
The
Good
governor
behavior.
didn't fight it.
Okay.
How old is this person?
Said
now?
the California governor did not fight it, or wherever state. Yeah,
I probably
California.
didn't want to pay all the medical bills for that person.
Yeah.
She's 73, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
Been
why.
in jail since the 70s, so
Yeah. Might as well let her
You're
out.
out. Report directly to the hospital.
No, that's when
You're out.
you
Report drug use cemetery.
Is it working now, Steve?
No, I give up.
How rude.
Don't
I
give
was
up.
fussing with it for like 2 hours yesterday.
Only
So-
2?
Only
Steve,
2.
Maybe your adapters broke?
the solution is to go to jcm-1.com
No.
and buy an Ethernet adapter, which
Oh my
doesn't need
God.
all that bullshit.
here's the deal.
Steve, you could just
Ethernet-
make a long
Ethernet
serial
is
cable.
neat. I sent one to Frank.
Yep.
I sent one because I don't think anyone has ever assembled 2.
What'd you send?
Neither
Send
net
them an
adapter.
Steve, just make a really long DIN8 connector.
I've
I've
got parts to make a dozen of them. I've made 2.
Yeah.
Ethernets?
Yes.
Yes, it's tough, Joe. It's tough.
I
I
think
don't
the dip
need one
switches
of
on
those.
image writer just
They're not hard to make.
needs to be.
They're
Steve,
really
make the
easy to
Ethernet.
make.
Do it.
They
The hardest
are-
part is the cable.
Yes, that
soldering
is
cable.
the like the part where you're just done.
The
That
sticky
should-
wicket.
What's wrong with the cable? What's hard to make about the cable?
I didn't have any
You're-
trouble
you're
making.
soldering inside the den and stuff. It's tough.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, the DIN connector is annoying. Yes,
All right, I'm gonna make my own coupler. You
that's the hardest
You
part.
told me to.
Do it.
Do
well,
it.
you know what's sad about
And if
that?
you mess it up, I've got handfuls of them.
I mean, this community helps, gives things away like candy around here. It seems like.
Yeah.
I'm ordering some color ribbons for the image writer. Does anybody actually need them?
Well, where are you ordering them from?
Steve might.
Because
So I found a place, acedepot.com, and they are
Yeah, they're all
lifetime
dead.
guaranteed.
they're all dead.
Yeah,
They're all dead.
they don't work.
They're all dried out. They won't work.
Oh fuck! I'm gonna call China. I'm gonna put it
Yeah.
on my list for
They're
tomorrow
all-
morning.
Yep.
So I even
Yeah, all the foam,
All
the
China.
foams are worn out.
tried this just to extend it, and it didn't
Oh,
work.
wow.
So maybe it is the serial ports on the back of the computer.
Have you
Try it
thought
with a
about
different
moving the
computer?
computer closer so that you know that a short cord actually works?
It's a 550. I'm not touching the plastics on it.
You can't bring the printer to the computer?
Move the image writer.
Have you seen this basement?
Frank, what you don't realize is the printer is holding up the house. It's at the bottom of the
Load
stack.
bearing.
If
This
I
is
move
a low
that
printer.
printer,
Printer.
if I move that printer,
doesn't
that
have
molar
cinder
rack is
blocks.
falling.
It's so adorable
got
when a new
image
person
writer.
joins the community and they haven't heard all of the stories about Steve's basement.
Yeah, the left side's built out of image writer 1, the right side's built out of image writer 2.
I like when
And the
Ron,
back's
when
built
Ron-
out of laser
lists
writer.
the one side.
when Ron recently visited, he's like, you could just get a dumpster and clear all this out.
Yeah. I mean, why force Allison to do it when it falls on top of you?
Just work around the body. We'll get him later.
or just put the body in the dumpster.
No, we
That's
all know
illegal in
the
most
first
states.
the first thing she's going to do is
Yeah.
run down and save the rabbits.
Yeah.
Rabbits upstairs.
Yeah.
now.
Tell
I
me
have
about the
rabbits in my
rabbit story.
backyard now.
Jersey, it'll be the trash people go out there and be like, oh no, somebody threw away a perfectly good white boy.
There's a technical support line.
That might be an
Yeah,
esoteric.
call
reference.
them up. Maybe they can help you.
All right.
Have you tried turning it off again?
What are you printing, Joe?
Blue scuzzy stuff.
Some old guy will be there.
Oh.
I've been waiting for a phone call for 14 years.
I
Let's
was
see what
just
it
about
is.
to take lunch.
Blue
See,
scuzzies.
I did this blue scuzzy sale, then forgot that I didn't have enough cases printed for all of them. So now the printer is running overdrive for the next 2 days to get caught up.
Oh, yeah, I saw your $10 off deal. That was a good deal.
He's regretting it.
Yeah, I took advantage of it and ordered an external one.
Oh, it's a spam number now.
I have a specific reason for
Oh,
wanting to
wow.
sell a lot of these blue scuzzies. I'm
Oh,
trying to take over the
Blue
world and
Scuzzy
retire. No, we have some updates to the external unit coming out, and
Oh,
I want the existing design to not have 150 in stock anymore.
welcome back.
Wow.
I'll buy 129.
I'll wait for the Blue
Sloop
Scuzzy 3.
My daughter is now at work.
Oh, is that where you went to?
Yeah, I wrote it. Speaking of
You
bad
put it
things
in the
to
private
eat,
chat.
my daughter's
I
really
didn't. I don't.
traumatized.
Shit.
I forget looking at
Trained
the
in
private
the
chat.
net.
He was driving around looking for rainstorms.
Yeah. All I found was humidity and heat.
Let's see what's inside this damn Switch.
Out, damn spot.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say contacts.
Lick your finger, stick it in there, and tell me if the angry pixies say hi.
Joe told me to. Ow!
Wait, that sounds like a good Saturday night.
So
I said pixies, Trina. Pixies.
Depends on the
Wood
girl.
nymphs.
Depends on the girl you pick up. Anyway.
I
Whatever
can't do that
creams your
haircut
Twinkie.
anymore. I don't got the hair for it.
Never creamed your Twinkie. Oh my god. Oh man, I'm in high school all over again.
that's a big Twinkie.
That's what she said.
Imagine a Twinkie the size of big Twinkie.
Ron, you
Was it,
still
it
haven't
was New
finished yet?
Jersey, wasn't it? Or what were they comparing it to?
I don't remember.
Manhattan.
I think it would be the size of New Jersey or something like that, is what he
I
said.
think, yeah.
Psychokinetic energy the size of New Jersey.
There you go.
I don't think it was New Jersey because I would have remembered New Jersey.
Hey, look, the printer locked up again.
Stop making it sad.
Oh,
And apparently, I'm having some sort of massive internet network issue right now because,
Ooh,
like,
this smells weird.
there's
What is
nothing
the
going
network
on.
issue have to do with the printer?
That's better.
there's an old Twinkie in there.
It smells like it.
If it's an old Twinkie, it has no odor at all.
Okay, I finally found a supplier in China, so I'll contact them.
They're all dead. They're all dead.
I'm gonna call them.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'll pay for
all
it.
dead.
I'll order it.
They're all dead. They're
problem
all dried
is-
All
out.
dead.
Yeah,
They're
photo
all
dry.
dead.
There's a foam roller. by the
This is
knob.
how we know. This
and
is
it
how
just
we know
disintegrates.
because Mark
So-
from Mac Effects,
Yeah.
who does all of his stuff in China,
Mhm.
is the one that ordered like a special run of those,
Yeah, and
and
couldn't
it
get
was
the
just
cases.
like, and they were prohibitively expensive to make. So everything else that is out there are old stock, and they are all dead. They are dried up. All of the rollers have disintegrated, perished. If you're a Tecmone fan,
Mhm.
decades ago, none of them are good.
That's
Don't
nice
waste
circuit
your
board.
money.
What about the Atari 1027 printer?
That too.
So you can't re-ink
Yeah, the
them
thing
because of the foam.
the thing with the
roller.
color.
Yeah.
The thing
can't
with
re-ink
the
'em 'cause
color
they're
ribbons is
colored.
for
No, I
for
meant the
10
black
years
one.
this has been going on in the community. Like, oh, I found a source, and you either get something that's broken, or they refund your money and say, oh, that's not actually in stock. But they never change their website and
Right.
say, oh, we're out of these. They just leave it there.
Yeah.
And it's been like that for a decade.
That's because they want to screw with people, I guess. I don't know.
They want your
Because you're
business.
likely
don't
not
care.
to buy just one thing.
Right. You'll buy other stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, and by
If
the
they
way,
continue to do that, word of mouth is going to get around. They're going to be like, no.
No, because they have 8 billion subsidiaries with different names.
Ah,
yeah, and also,
They use,
Like the local Chinese restaurant that keeps getting shut down for health code violations. So they just close their corporation, spin up a new LLC, and open that the next week.
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
the American
Completely
way.
clean
Yeah.
slate.
and then people get food poisoning again.
They actually
hey,
changed that in
welcome back,
Ohio. If you
DJ
create if you create a restaurant and try to get a food license, they actually do a full background check, and you have to provide a complete history of all your previous corporations and all that stuff. They actually search it because people are using
No,
that.
this is not.
Yeah.
This is not Happy Palace. This is Nice Palace.
Yes.
Right.
Happier.
We don't
This
know
is
this.
bathroom. This is
We don't
bathroom
know
palace.
Bathroom Palace.
Yeah.
No, that would
Gregarious
be,
Castle.
No, Trina, it's not KFC.
I was gonna say, yeah, that'd be Taco Bell or KFC.
Welcome to the
Yes.
porcelain throne.
Well, see,
So-
with Taco Bell, it's not bong make a run to
Can you
the toilet.
imagine
It's
that?
bong make a run to the
A
toilet.
Chinese restaurant called the porcelain throne.
So Trina, the KFC that you've been going to locally, did it have kanji for characters on the outside?
I don't know. I just had it delivered. So I don't know.
Uh-huh.
That's fancy.
Are you sure it was even a KFC?
Yeah.
Well,
So what
it
you're
said it
saying
was on-
is some guy picked up some old KFC boxes out of the trash and then threw whatever cheapest food he could find in the box. And
But
so it wasn't
that's-
actually KFC.
But that is actually
It
KFC's
was
model.
Kentucky Fried Cat.
If that's KFC model, though,
Yep.
just find the cheapest stuff.
McDowell.
As Weird Al said, that's Garfield on my fork.
That's not Weird Al.
Yeah, it's McDowell's with the golden arcs.
That was Weird Al.
Not the golden arcs.
Not Weird Al.
That was his song. That was one of his songs.
Yeah, but mine doesn't have a Sesame Seed bun.
You've been
So
downloading
there's a
songs via
fucking-
LimeWire with bad metadata again.
No, it was definitely Weird Al.
That's
'cause I have the
awesome.
album.
It's not Weird Al.
Oh, yeah. And speaking of restaurants, there used to be a restaurant in Delaware in Newcastle called the Golden Dove. It had pretty good food. It's typical diner type food.
Except they sold Dove.
And it was really popular. Well, they decided to open another sister restaurant, so to speak, in New Jersey, just over the Delmore Bridge. And because of the culture that they're from, they decided to name it another honorary bird, and they called it the Golden Pigeon. And then they couldn't figure out why no one would go to eat there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened?
Yeah, no one wanted to go eat at the
Want to go
Golden
to the
Pigeon.
Foking place?
There we go.
David.
The food was
I'm
quite
punchy.
good.
I've lost it. I have lost my marbles.
When
Had
you find
marbles?
yours,
Oh,
can you let me
no.
know
Oh,
where
I'm
they are?
gone. Oh. Oh, wow.
If you find mine too, let me know.
I keep looking for my own sanity. He's this little short little dude, he's about this tall. He wears green lederhosen, and he's got like pointy shoes with bells on the end, and he speaks in an Irish accent. If you find him,
The song is Cat in the Kettle by Weird Al, by the way.
No, you're right. You're right.
I think he's in the cereal aisle.
my Lucky Charms.
There we go. Everything's up to date on this one.
No, it's not. You got that thing over there.
Yeah, click it.
What thing over where?
Over there. That one. You can't see it.
What?
The thingy. Click the thingy.
I'm looking at the screen going, what the hell are you
Trina.
talking about?
Gotcha.
There we go. There we go.
That's
Three
not done, Trina.
computers.
Not done. You didn't test it yet.
3 computers done and dusted.
Well, good. Now play this.
Now play what?
That thing over there that
Papa.
Ron's playing.
Oh,
Because I want to hear your response to the actual game sounds.
well, I'll have to do a video one of these days on it.
What is that, Ron?
Okay, do you want to? There we go. Look at that. You can see me again. Hi.
Oh, but there's no
It
cat.
runs on
Where did the cat chair
Quadra
go?
605.
The cat chair's right here.
Oh, okay. I couldn't see it through the name.
Yeah, but it's empty, so there's no cat.
She's probably chilling with Casper then.
No, she was on my lap for a bit, and then I kicked her off because I had to check out the laptop.
You moved the cat.
I moved the cat.
I fell
Trina,
asleep.
Look at this.
Yay.
Catastrophe.
Here's my fat cat. This is Zoe,
Yes.
aka Chunkins.
Hey, Jason. Do you like cats?
No, I love cats.
Do you ever talk about anything other than cats?
Yes,
No.
occasionally. I talk about.
I would love
Here.
to hear. I would love to hear how one of Jason's tech calls goes. Like, hi, thanks for calling Apple. Can I tell you about my cats?
No, I can't tell him about the cats because that would get me in trouble.
Yeah, I know.
But luckily, I got the permission from the company I work for,
she
which is
did.
not actually Apple. It's one of the third-party thingamajiggies.
Right.
But they gave me permission to have the cats in the room. Yeah, exactly, Joe. I had said the same thing. I'm working
Well,
from home.
it's
What the hell?
because we
But-
know those cats have big mouths and meow to each
Technically
other.
speaking, I am not supposed to have this all this stuff over here, and then all this stuff over this
I'm
way.
telling.
Yeah,
I'm not supposed to have
telling
that,
on
but
you.
the Mac is right here, and they can't see shit.
Oh, which Mac did you get, by the way?
I just had some iMac crap. It's like I think I want to say it's i5 or i3. It's really crappy.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's old.
Would you
But
like?
I have a
would you like
theory.
me to ship you the 27-inch?
I have a theory that they're going to be upgrading those soon to the M1s or M2s because.
I met
you
a
know.
Mac once who was 20. Wait, hold on.
Oh Lord, Joe, what are you doing?
Joe's
Joe's dying. Joe's dying. Oh, save him.
I'm losing it. I am losing it.
Bye bye.
Trina, I think he needs mouth to mouth.
Not it.
All right, I got to get out of here and go sleep before I lose my shit.
Love you, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
All right, Joe.
Bye,
Good
everybody.
night.
Have a good
Thanks
one.
for joining.
Bye, Joe.
If only I had another Mac to test the serial
I
ports
think
on.
on that note, I am going to end the
Yeah.
stream.
Trina, don't you do
Ridiculous.
it.
I've almost beat the game, Trina.
You're supposed to
Just
go to
Oh,
give me
okay.
a
That
All
second
right.
was the
to
We'll
deal.
beat
wait.
the game.
We'll wait. Here,
Yeah,
hold on.
come
We'll
on.
make.
Just another 15,
Yeah.
20
The last level
hours.
took him like an hour.
I know.
That's fine.
Nah.
Trina
Oh,
said
he
she was
died.
streaming at 2 a.m. when she started the stream.
Yeah.
I'm nearly done.
Are you? Is this the last
Joe,
level?
Steve, rather, no yawning.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah, I'm almost done.
Steve, you can recap that 2SI power supply.
No,
Go.
no. I don't remember that part of the conversation when you said that stuff over. That was a nasty surprise at the bottom of the box. I haven't finished even recapping my own one.
You
Don't the
said you
power
would do it
books?
if I paid you. You said I like money. Okay, send it.
Don't the power books have a serial port that you can use?
Yeah, but last time I plugged the PowerBook into this power adapter, it made a loud pop, and I promptly unplugged it.
Yeah, probably not
Yeah, pops
advisable.
are probably not a good thing.
I can't wait to see what that 5300 does when I plug it in.
It goes.
Yeah.
I have some parts.
Yeah, it was sold as untested, even though it comes with the power brick. So I don't have high hopes.
Night, Joe.
Oh yeah, night, Joe. Yeah, you didn't accidentally end the stream, so we're all good.
And Trina's not ending the stream till 2 a.m., so we're all good.
Yeah, okay, you go with that. I'm gonna be here asleep.
I think Steve's trying to thinking the same thing over there, all that yawning.
I'm trying to think of what system I could hook up with the least amount of trouble.
Make print.
That one over there.
So you can't move the image writer?
Well, it's on its nice little thing.
So
I'm just saying it would be
the
easier to
answer
move
is-
it to a
the
Mac than
answer
to
is
move
yes,
the
you
Mac
could.
to it, right?
Well, I guess I could just use
Trina,
these.
here's the end.
I mean, you got like 5 Macs right there.
Yeah, but
There's a
the
molar
end.
Mac right above it.
no,
I'm
we don't.
saying,
We don't,
he's
we
got
don't
like
use
5
that anymore.
You don't use the molar Mac anymore?
It's
Is it just for show?
It's currently inoperable.
Oh.
Would you break this time, Steve?
Everything in this basement is currently inoperable.
Here he goes.
That's
The only thing I do, I know, hook up
No!
my 2CI board.
You're
Use
supposed
that.
to go till 2 a.m.
And you have
Guess
less,
I'm going to have to
fewer
watch
deaths.
the latest
Ron.
episode of Star Trek
I have to
now.
put the chips back on, Adam.
So how many?
Oh, that's
long
right. You
did
took
that
the
take
chips
you?
off of it.
So I beat my previous best by 29.
Good
Nice.
job, Ron.
Nice.
29 deaths.
Well, it's better than being 29 minutes ahead of your old one.
Yeah.
Or deaths, rather. That's a...
Future Steve, I'm putting this on the shelf over here, so I don't forget where I put it.
You will forget.
Oh no, wait, no.
Does that only
Yep,
work with the app?
Putting it in the yellow bin. There we go.
The
Does
yellow
that only
bin.
work with the Apple II?
I would assume so, because it has a copyright date of 85, and I believe the way the Mac prints, it doesn't. You could, as long as you use the right print software, it doesn't freeze the entire system.
That's
Yeah.
nice. I've got that going for me, which is nice.
All right, I think I'm going to end it here. Steve is putting it in the yellow bin, so everybody
Yes.
remember that.
Code for something.
Yellow
Everybody send him a
submarine.
tweet. It's in the yellow bin.
Yellow submarine.
You
Yeah,
can
let's
put it
bring-
inside the
They
ultrasound.
put it in the basket or he gets the
cleaner.
hose again.
That's right. It
So I
rubs
want to
the
thank
lotion on the
everybody
skin.
that's joined me. We have Steve of Mac84, Frodo Jedi, Adam, Ron, Jason, Eric,
Have some.
Sloopy. We had Joe. Am I missing
Javier.
anybody? Javier,
Jav.
thank you.
Yep.
Yep. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for joining in the chat. It's been fun. I got 3 computers done. I actually did work. Woo! Woo!
Yeah.
Just
Show off.
sitting here.
Yay.
Well, you do work on your streams, so. All right. Thanks everybody for coming. We're gonna try to end this broadcast.
You tried
Try.
it.